Actually, before we start, do you have one of these keyboards? As he reaches behind him.
Different,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I have another one in the other room too.
Where's the USB for that?
It's supposed to be under the battery.
Is it there?
Mine, it goes right on this little guy.
Yeah.
Mine's in the computer,
In what computer?
in my other computer,
Oh.
Raspberry Pi.
Ah.
Is it a Logitech?
No, mine's a Microsoft one.
Oh, okay. So then you have to have a Microsoft receiver.
I have a Microsoft receiver. My question: How close is that Raspberry Pi to you?
Oh, it's right here.
Can you grab that dongle?
Why?
Just trust me.
Grab the dongle
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
unplug it.
Yeah.
It's like under here. Why?
Yeah.
Why? What
All right,
about
now
it?
plug. Now let's see it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The Logitech ones have this little symbol,
Okay.
meaning that they work with all Logitech devices,
Yeah,
basically.
mine doesn't have that. Okay, plug yours
Yeah.
into your computer.
Okay. Why? Yeah.
Is it working?
Well, the keyboard's back over there and turned off.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Get the
So-
keyboard. Get the keyboard.
What do you want this for? Yeah.
Is it working?
It's turned on. The Windows key's not doing anything.
All right. Try typing something.
Where? I don't even know where my fucking mouse went. And on that monitor. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's working. Why?
Okay, that's your new podcast keyboard.
Why?
Because last episode, all I could hear was fucking. That's all I heard the whole episode.
I have like 10 other keyboards I could plug in that are better than this.
I didn't know that. I knew you had this one. I was trying to trick you to put it in. You're welcome. Derek's just glaring daggers.
Which other keyboard should I grab? I'll be back in 10 minutes.
I'm just. You don't have to leave. Derek has now walked away. Here we go. This is a great start to the episode. See, this is why we hit record right away. Otherwise, everyone misses all this stuff. Yeah, I plugged mine in too. Can anyone hear this? Can you hear that, Derek? I can't hear you talk, but.
I actually already have a different keyboard plugged in.
Oh, do you?
Right
Okay.
here.
Oh.
For when I'm working. So I have a KVM, like a keyboard monitor switcher in my monitor.
Oh, okay.
So I hit the button, switch over to my work computer, and then I work. But if I need to do something on my other two monitors that are still on my desktop, like play a movie or something while working, then I have another keyboard here. This one's quieter.
Ooh, that's true. I can't even hear that one. Yeah, but it's
a really shitty keyboard. But at least it's not a wireless one that's meant for another machine.
But that gets rid of the whole gag then.
I can just type. Like I said, I have two other keyboards right here that are even louder if you want those.
No, that's okay. I've heard that Bill actually likes loud keyboards. He told me
that.
He told me personally that he really likes loud keyboards. Ugh, that was funny.
I know Bill well enough to know that he would message you to tell me to stop clicking on the keyboard.
He didn't go quite that far. He just told me in person. So it's funny.
I could also just not do the podcast, get more stuff done, and
that's true. We could
more.
just stop. We both could just stop.
Mm-hmm.
I found
we are our own worst enemy. It's all right. Well, I'm struggling with trying to find the right key because this keyboard's so small and crappy. You can deal with that instead. Even longer silences.
You know that I have the Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard. I found another one in the garbage.
I could use one.
Ooh. It lights up. So I replaced one of the keycaps. My keycap for Shift was rubbed out.
Oh.
So I replaced it, and this one was missing the number.
Rubbed it out.
Yeah, This one had the numlock keypad or keycap was missing.
Okay.
I was trying to find keycap.
I have spares sitting right over here. They're white, but
yeah. Anyways, I was just like, I was trying to find one online or just anything that would fit it.
I was also at Crazy Bins the other day, and they had yellow keycaps, full set in a bag for $10.
Ooh,
10's a bit high for me, but
yeah.
I almost bought them just for my daughter's keyboard.
Yeah, just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just leave it for now. I was looking online. Everything was like, it's cheap for the keycaps, but it's like $15 shipping for a keycap.
Canada Computers.
Oh, you can just go there. They'll have them.
They have them. The price isn't great, but it's still better than shipping.
Better than shipping, yeah.
I went to my loud keyboard.
The other option is to go to Goodwill, and they happen to have another one sitting in the keyboard section with a broken USB cord. So I was like, clearly that's garbage. So I will just take the keycap that I need off that and put it on my keyboard.
It's still cough season here.
You know what? I'm actually not sick though.
I don't know. I'm still coughing.
Yeah, well, coughs are pretty normal. Once you start talking more, we'll start coughing more too.
Yep, that's correct. Canada Computers, $17.96 for a set of keys.
That's the problem. I don't need a set. I need one.
Yeah,
that's the problem. So,
said I have white ones here.
True. I was looking at like novelty keycaps that had like Batman on it and Transformers.
Yeah, that's not necessary. That's going to be even more expensive.
It was the cheapest option. Actually,
oh, weird.
It was only like
because you only
$7.
want one key, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess.
But yeah, either way, I have a whole other keyboard now spare, as well as my Microsoft one, because it's so good.
Yeah.
What's new?
Depends how you find good. What's new? I don't know.
This might be a short episode.
Yeah?
It might. I don't want to make promises yet, but it might be one.
Why do I? Oh, I have a note written down. What's up with the motorcycle?
Oh, gosh. So, I did get it back. It was the stator that went bad on it.
Okay.
So, about 12 years ago, I had to replace the engine on that bike. So I found a new engine in London. So the shop here pulled my engine, and the place in London agreed to do like a part exchange. So I would trade them my broken engine for plus money for their good one.
Yep.
When I went down there, they said, "Oh, you don't have the stator."
Oh.
So I was like, "Okay." So they took the stator off the new engine, and when I came back, they put the stator from my old bike on.
Yeah.
So that's the part that failed.
And then you never replaced it.
Well, why would I? It was never a problem, but it was also had high kilometers when I changed it over.
Changed the engine.
It
basically just comes down to how the guys here disassembled the motor. They consider the stator part of the bike as opposed to part of the motor. Yeah.
Yes, basically. Yeah. So otherwise I would have had a brand new stator and it would have not been a problem. But instead I had a stator that has 60-some thousand kilometers on it instead of the 40 that it should have, because when I replaced the engine, I think the engine I put in it only had like 2,000 kilometers on it, versus when my engine blew, it blew with like 35 or 36,000. So, which I realized for a car that would be really bad. For a bike, that's pretty good. So, yeah, I got it back, stator. I got a message and it was what was it? I think I just got like a text. I think the guy does like voice to text, so it doesn't translate everything properly. So it was gonna be like, oh, it's like $257 for a stator plus labor. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I sent him a text back. I was like, yep, go ahead. He said no parties. And then it was like 3 or 4 days later, he sent a message, yeah, good to be picked up. I went to go pick it up and I got the bill and it was $800. And I was like, What
Sorry, you
happened?
quoted me 250.
Yeah, so that was for the part, and then it was another, like, 4 hours. It was like that
Mm,
plus tax, then 4 hours labor to diagnose, pull the stator, put the new one in.
my God.
Yeah, so it was the labor cost more than the part, or was more than half the cost.
Yep, that's
So,
common these days too with cars.
it sucked.
Usually it's like 1-to-1 or so, but or
Yeah.
2-to-1.
Thankfully, I picked up a shift during long weekends. I think it was family day, something like that. And my company gave me a bonus, like a cash bonus. They're like, "Here,
Hmm.
this is for coming in on family day, long weekend, and working 12 hours." So they paid me and then gave me a bonus in cash. So that paid for a lot of it. So
Hmm. Yeah, I
yeah.
don't get bonuses.
Well, you get year-end bonuses, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I don't get that. So
Okay. But you get Christmas. Didn't you get something? I don't
I
remember
get a
now.
Christmas gift. It's not really, I guess maybe it's a
Mm,
bonus. It's all gift cards and stuff. It's not like money.
okay.
So yeah.
Well, I'm
So
through my first cup of tea already. Trying not to cough, so
it's all good. So this is actually kind of, it's topical you brought this up. It
tea?
influenced not not that, but more the
The
spending money
bike.
thing.
Yeah.
I've been spending so much money lately fixing stuff. Like fixing my plumbing, fixing the trailer, fixing my mini bike, fixing my, I haven't even got to my car yet. That's coming out. But
My
anyways,
car is coming up tomorrow, actually.
oh, is it?
Yep.
Well, I
Exhaust
decided
leak, squeaky brakes, oil change, and the shifter. When you shift it in park, turn it off. Like 70% of the time, go to start it, it won't start because the micro switch on the shifter is not detecting.
didn't go all the way up into Fort Park.
Which it did that years ago, but it's become a problem again.
Yeah.
I see that.
We had that as on our work trucks for a long
Mm.
time.
Second.
Anyways, I've been spending all this money fixing all this stuff. I decided, you know what? It's about time I spend some money and invest in fixing myself. So I joined a gym.
I already knew the answer to that, but
I know you did.
I was going to make a joke and say, "You're going to a psychiatrist?"
I mean, kind of. That's why we have this podcast.
Really? It just makes me worse.
I know. So it's working. You have to get worse to get better, Derek. Mind blowing.
No, you need to. What? No. You just need to admit you have a problem to get better.
Yeah. Well, we already know that. That's
Yeah, I knew that before we started the podcast.
exactly. So this is
not
part of the breaking ourselves down.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's too hot. Wow.
Anyways, I joined a gym. The local rock climbing gym had a sale on yearly memberships. So I think
I didn't get a message about it.
I messaged you that I was there, and then
That doesn't help. You didn't say there's a discount on yearly memberships.
well, I figured you would have looked. You showed no interest, so I was like, all right, guess he's not interested. I think the discount's still on.
It's fine. You don't want me there.
I would love to have a partner. Anyways, so I went on. What day was that? Tuesday. Went in. I asked for a tour. They took me on a tour, and they, yeah, I knew I was going to sign up anyway. And based on what my wife is spending on an actual gym, this is actually a pretty good deal. So, was there for about 45 minutes. I climbed the kiddie walls and was absolutely wrecked afterwards. I am so out of shape, but it is a lot of fun. So, by the time I averaged it out and I said, if I go 30 times this year, it pays for itself. My plan is to try to go twice a week.
I don't see a discount on their website if this
No?
is you in the right place. Meh. My idea was my work pays for a part of a gym membership. So if I was going to do something like that, it would be to take advantage of that.
Well, yeah, do that then.
Yeah.
You're still getting a discount.
I think they pay $350 a year or something. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I looked into it. Like when I worked at the same company 5 years ago.
There you
6
go.
years ago. Yeah.
It's fun. I'm obviously not The wall climbing aspect, I'm not good at. I've climbed stuff my whole life, and we talked about this, I think, a while ago about maybe joining a climbing gym or at least
Mm-hmm.
going once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? I keep talking about it. I haven't done it. If I put some money into it, then I have to go. Whereas if I stay home, like, well, I could exercise at home. I don't have to because I have nothing invested in it. This way, I've spent money. I have to go. In my mind, it's like you have to go to get your money's worth out of it. You paid for it. So it's also that motivation.
And the yearly thing doesn't come with any bring a friend once every whatever the hell.
I can bring one person a month
Yeah,
that has
okay.
never been there before.
Oh, never been there before.
So
Oh, I see it there.
I could take you once.
Has
And
never
then
been to either location before.
yeah,
Rentals not included.
yeah. Rental's like $6 for a harness.
It's a I can understand renting shoes, but a harness? Come on, you.
Anyway, I just bought a harness because I was like, again, if I've been here, I calculated everything out with the price of the membership and the harness. If I go 30 times this year, it's paid for itself. So that's the plan.
Flash
I'm gonna be.
forward, Josh goes 29 times.
I still feel like I would have got my money's worth. So, but the idea is just like I'm just gonna have the gym bag in my car, and so if I finish work early, I can just go over there. It's close to my work. I can just hop over there, climb for half an hour, and then come home. So, which I could have done today, but I didn't. I didn't have my stuff together. I wasn't prepared. My plan was to go tomorrow. I'm so sore. Like after I came home on Thursday,
Yeah.
I was like my shoulders, my my chest is really sore, my one knee is sore, and it's all probably because I have really bad form. But yeah,
Start watching Caleb J. Ross's videos.
it's true. So I will figure it out as I go. But I figured again, same time, it's the first time I've climbed something like that in a long time. So I climb stuff all the time for work. I climb up on bins, I climb up on trucks, I climb up on garbage, I climb up on all this stuff, and that part's fun. So,
Mhm.
but it's not this. I'm not using the same muscles that I'm using here. So it's more of a full body workout. So that's the idea. I did go to the gym with my wife when my kids were gone for a week last month. Um, but I just like I don't know. I just don't like gyms. I don't like I don't like the vibe there. Everyone's just like walking around in muscle shirts and oh, you gotta
Nope,
I'm here
I
because I
hate it.
have to be
Stupid.
here. I've got to climb. I've got to walk on the treadmill, and everyone's got their phones up, scrolling through social media. It's just like mindless exercise, and I find that very deterring. Whereas climbing, I don't see anybody on their phones. Everyone is climbing. Everyone's talking. Everyone's like, it's like a puzzle. Everyone's working together. It's more gamified in that way.
Mm.
So, yep, makes it fun.
Cool.
So if you want to join,
Someday.
that's what I said. And here I am. Yeah.
Probably not while I'm still recovering from pneumonia.
No, probably
At
not.
this rate, I'll be recovering for that for the next year.
Yeah, probably. And that sounds like a great excuse, Derek.
Any excuse is better than no excuse.
Alrighty. Oh,
Yeah.
my car. I can go in my car issues now. I'm gonna run through all my stories and I'm gonna let you talk for an hour.
I'll just clickety clack.
Yeah, fair enough. I've had an airbag light on in my car. I don't know if you've seen that when you're in
No,
the
I've
car
never had that in
before.
any car.
Okay.
I know of it. It's not great, right? Because
Not
airbag
great.
systems like
It just won't work if you have a crash, basically.
yeah. But also I thought if the system isn't working, you're not supposed to drive it or something.
They advise that if it's not working, you need to stop and have it towed to a Subaru dealer to get it
Jesus.
checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, been having this issue for a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
Like, it's been a long time. We're just like, whatever. There was a week there where the light was on pretty much solid for a week. So like, okay, maybe we hit that point where we actually need to go get it checked. Before it'd be like it would be on, then it would be off for a week, then it would come on randomly for a day, and then would go off for a couple of days and on.
Weird.
Yeah, not so it was on solid for about a week. So my wife is like, "We need to get this checked." All right. So we took it to the Subaru dealer that I used to work at, by the way.
Mhm.
I already don't like it there, but it's the only Subaru dealer in town, so I have to go there because
Yep.
my plan was they could scan it because they're Subaru, and if there was an issue, it'd be a safety issue, it'd be a recall or warranty. That was my plan, my hope anyway. So, uh, we dropped the car off. My wife made the appointment. She talked to someone, left her name and number. She had to register online. She left her name and her phone number. And then we dropped the car off after hours. We put the key into an envelope and had to write name, contact info, and her number down. And then so that was Sunday night. Monday comes around, we don't hear anything. Tuesday comes around, my wife is like, "Okay, I need to call and find out what's going on." Um, Apparently the car was done on Monday, the day before, and they tried to call me that from the number they had on file, which was my number, which was a completely different number that it was I've never had.
Oh my god.
And so they're just like, guess he does not coming. Well, like, why didn't you use any of the 3 numbers that we used before? So already their organizational skills are lacking.
Yeah.
Um, and they told us that they couldn't find anything. Nothing was wrong.
Oh, so they're done doing nothing.
Yeah, they're
That's
done
nice.
doing nothing. And now I have to pay them $168
To do
to have
nothing.
my car back so they can tell me that nothing's wrong with the car.
But the light's still on.
The light was not on when they tested that the light wasn't on.
Oh my god.
And they tried to replicate it. They said they tried 3 or 4 different ways to try to replicate it to come on. It doesn't come on.
Does it only happen when it's like wet or something stupid?
I was just like, it's very random. It happens now, it happens later, it turns off, it comes on, who knows? So, whatever. I went in. Obviously, we were down to 1 car. So my wife had the car, I had the motorbike because I had the motorbike back, thankfully. Took the motorbike, had to drive across town and go and pay for it. Made a bit of a stink at the service desk, and I was like, "I'm not paying. I already don't like paying for nothing. You tried something and nothing happened. I don't think I should have to pay for nothing." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they
Why'd you
talked to
guys
the
even
service
try
manager.
anything?
Yeah. They talked to the service manager and they knocked it down to half the bill. So I think I paid like 80 some dollars. Not great, but whatever. Better than the 160 they wanted to charge me. I was like, "Okay, fine." And I told them the issue and I was just like, they're like, "Hey, you need to start documenting. You need to take a picture of the screen when it comes up, of the light when it comes up, and all this stuff. You know,
It's
start."
not gonna help. If they can't reproduce it, they can't troubleshoot it. Because cars aren't made for diagnostics.
Clearly. And to me, that doesn't make sense because it was like, why? Like, if it's an engine light or something, I'm going to use my work truck as an example because we deal with this all the time. If I have a check engine light that comes on or a transmission light that comes on, it comes on and goes off. If I go to the mechanic and they scan the computer, they can see the time that that light went on and went off.
Yeah, and that works for check engine light, but all the manufacturer specific lights, it doesn't work for because they don't have to do it. The only reason why check engine light does it is because in 1993 or 95, the government made it mandatory.
Okay.
And that's when ODB2 came in.
Yeah.
They made it mandatory. But now the cars are so much more complex than they used to be that all the other systems like ABS and airbags and all that stuff was added on later. And tire pressure sensor and reverse camera, all that stuff is added on later that the system does not count for that.
Yeah.
So they don't have to have anything that's standard for that.
Yeah. But to me, it would just make sense like, hey, if these lights are going to come on, just have the computer log it. Hey, light came on. Don't diagnose it, just light came on.
Yeah, but they want to have as few computers and as simple a computers and as cheap as computers possible in that machine. And same with memory. They don't want to pay for anything.
Yeah. Anyways.
Meanwhile, a computer in your watch could freaking power that whole car.
Exactly.
15 times over. Yeah.
Got the keys. Then I had to ride the motorbike back. And then my wife came home with the kids. We hopped in the car. We drove all the way back over there. We went to go get the car. I had
the lights on.
I had an appointment to get my phone fixed at Conestoga Mall, which is the other end of town, at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
Or So I was like, okay, we're just gonna hop in the car, and I will take the other car and go home, or go get my phone fixed, and then you can take the kids and go get dinner or whatever. She goes to get in the car. She turns the car on. Light comes on immediately.
Yep.
Immediately. So I was like, leave the car on. I walked inside. Service manager was at the desk or cleaning up, whatever. I'm like, hey, excuse me, I was in before. I paid for the thing. The light's on now. You know what he said to me?
Book an appointment.
He said, it's after 5:30. I'm not here.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I said, you are here, and so am I. The light is on. I paid for you to diagnose it. Nothing's been diagnosed. Come and look and see the light is on. And the salespeople were there, and they heard that I was getting pissed. Like, so I did convince him. He did come out with me, and he saw it. And so the salespeople also came out, probably because they saw that I was pissed.
Yeah.
They probably came out as like to make sure nothing happened kind of thing.
Bust out their phone, start recording.
Yeah. And I was like, look, the light's on. I turned the car off. I turned it back on. Both things came up. I took pictures of everything with their dealership in the background. So they
and what are they going to do now? They still can't diagnose it.
They can't diagnose it. No.
They could do, if they had the car with the light on,
Mm-hmm.
they have to trace it in the wires, but it's not going to be easy. I don't even know what it's looking for.
Who knows?
What does that light mean? That there's voltage being sent to the airbag? No, because it's not detonating, so that's not it. It can't detect the airbag. Maybe that's it.
So he was like, okay, bring the car back tomorrow.
Great.
And I was like, no. I'm not taking this car. Like, it's already here. Why would I take it home and then bring it back tomorrow? I've already made this trip 4 times. I don't want to do it again tomorrow 4 times.
And then it won't happen again. Like,
exactly. I was like, you've seen that it's on. I went back in. I basically did an after hours drop. I put my name and number, my name and my proper phone number on an envelope, dropped it back.
They'll call the other number anyway.
Thankfully they didn't. They like texted me in the morning saying your car isn't being looked at. So at least you get like text updates. That's kind of nice. Anyways, they called me and they said it is the passenger seat sensor that's not detecting. It's like faulting, doesn't realize when a passenger is or isn't in the car. So that's causing the issue. So I don't need a whole seat. I just need the seat bottom, the part that your butt sits on. That's the part I need.
Because they couldn't replace just the sensor. That's too hard.
You can't. It's all built in.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Yes. So take a guess how much it costs.
Everything. $250
for a seat bottom with a
just
sensor
for the parts. Yeah. $250 for just the seat.
Oh, that I would have.
Labor is 4 times that.
Maybe. $1,600 for the seat bottom and the labor to put it in. I was like, no, I am not doing that. I said I can either go. I will go to a junkyard and pull apart, or I'll call Subaru headquarters and ask for warranty. Do you think they would call Subaru and ask for a warranty because it's a safety airbag issue? No. They wouldn't do anything. But they gave me the Subaru customer care number after I asked them for it so that I can submit a warranty claim. I was like, see, the difference is like they don't know that I have a friend, Daryl, who works at a Volkswagen dealer as a service manager. And he's just like, no, they should be contacting Subaru. They have all the contact to do this. They have the like immediate head or line straight to Subaru to be like, hey, this is an issue.
They don't want to. Yeah.
They just don't want to. And maybe it's because I was being pissy with them when I walked in. They just don't want to help me. So,
I took my car, my Subaru, to that dealership over 10 years ago. I think it was over 10 years ago. Anyway, we bought that car when it was like barely old at all. Like it was a year old. It had 24,000 kilometers on it. Not from the dealership. We bought it from somewhere else. But then had an issue with check engine light and could not find the cause of the check engine light. No one could find the cause of the check engine light. The dealership tried and did the bullshit. Oh, we couldn't reproduce the problem stuff with us as well. And then they would reproduce the problem and then couldn't find the cause of it forever. They're like, oh, you need a new gas cap. Like, go to hell. That's not the problem. Even if you think it is, it's not. Anyway, there was a bunch of crap and that problem went away for a while. And then it came back again, or at least I think it came back again. Check engine light would come on and the car would stutter and spit and stuff. and you could tell it wasn't running on all cylinders. And that's the issue. Then I took to my mechanic, who's my brother-in-law, works there, and his friends are the owners, and they also couldn't find the cause very well. But at least they tried. They tried things like I said. It's usually when it's cold and wet, so they sprayed the motor with water and tried that, and that didn't reproduce the problem somehow. But one day it started doing it when I was pulling out of the driveway. So I just hopped out, popped the hood, and I could hear a click, 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 click. And then I could see, if I looked close enough, arcing around the spark plug boot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, weird.
Weird.
So I turned the car off, unplugged it, put dielectric grease all around it, plugged it in, problem gone.
Oh, there you go.
Ridiculous.
It just took forever to figure it out.
Spark plugs had already been replaced. Sorry, spark plug wires had already been replaced. We had already replaced the ignition coil. We had already replaced the plugs themselves, everything. Nothing helped. Ridiculous. Yes.
Cars are fun.
Yeah, cars are great.
Yeah. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes.
How many kilometers are on your Forester?
80 something.
Okay. Mine's over double that.
I'd imagine. Yeah.
So you get to see all the problems that come up.
Yay. Looking forward to doing head gasket.
Yeah, I done that. Yep. $6,000 later.
Jeez.
And then the problem with the misfiring also caused fuel to get put through the cylinders and go into the exhaust, which killed the catalytic converter as well.
Fun. Yeah.
Twice.
I've done catalytic converters on cars before.
They're not cheap.
No, they're not. All that platinum in them. Yep.
Did you listen to the oh my god podcast?
Which one?
Giant Bomb. They talked about, wasn't it them that talked about catalytic converters, or was it maybe another podcast?
Possibly, yeah.
No, it was Tadpog.
Okay.
It was Tadpog. Tyler and Dave play old games. Great podcast. I haven't
listened to that one.
One of the few that I do Patreon for.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Well,
them and Polykill and Cartridge Club.
Nice. Oh, I don't think I do Patreon for any podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm a bad
those people. Freeloader.
Yeah, I'm a freeloader. Yeah. This is my payment.
Doing your own podcast? That's not.
I'm providing entertainment for them that they don't listen to.
Exactly.
Well, all right, tell me a problem in your life that you've had to deal with.
I don't know. I was going to ask you about two more of your one more of your problems.
Okay,
that's fine. I can skip over it for now.
I've
been trying to prepare for Halloween, getting lights and decorations ready. I 3D printed these stakes that go in the ground. I think I said.
Yeah.
They have 5 lights on them, and there's 10 of them that I made. So I had to UV protect them, spray it with this protected spray, and then you wipe it off. That's something I was doing just the other day. I've been trying to repair the 12-foot tall skeleton that we got for free last year after Halloween. He's got broken plastic everywhere, but I've already fixed that. But he had 2 ribs missing. So I took some of the old pecs, if you know what I mean. They have, they have pecs now that's like clear, but before that they had pecs that was like white with black on the inside.
Okay.
Anyway, I took some of that and a heat gun and some copper pipe on the inside to cause a bend and formed it to the shape of the ribs, and then epoxied in this pecs that looks kind of like the original plastic. It's not good enough. What I want to do is take some JB Weld plastic putty that you can like form and put it over it, but that stuff's like $13 a tube. So
yeah,
it'd be like $80 of just buying that crap to put over it. So I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I might do it at just the ends to strengthen it. But
cool.
Yeah, so I've been fixing that guy. He also needs a UV protective spray, and I also need to test putting them together because I haven't put them together yet to know if the parts are all actually there or not.
Yeah.
Let alone how to assemble him, because I am on a Facebook group for a 12-foot tall skeleton, and there's lots of people who have directions, and there's YouTube videos and stuff.
I was gonna say, there's got to be a YouTube video.
Terrible. You can do it one person if you have like a garbage can to lean him on as you build him face down, and then you tip him up. But then there's also how to anchor him in the ground, because apparently there's lots of issues with him falling over, which is the reason I got mine for free, because it blew over in the wind.
Gotcha.
So yeah, yep. So I need to start doing that. We also driving down the street, picking up the kids from school, and drive by someone's house that has just free stuff on the side of the road. Go and check. There's a couple of Halloween costumes and a inflatable ghost with 3 pumpkins. So we grabbed that for more decorations in front of the house, because, you know, we needed more. So now we're up to 4 inflatable guys, which I don't think we're going to have room for, because we also set up a cemetery plus all the lights that I made. Although last year I had these pumpkins that I built that glow with the and synchronized with the lights on the house, and I put them in the attic. They melted. They were like that pellet plastic, like partly clear pellet balls that are all into a shape.
Okay.
And I tried to repurpose them, and it worked great for 1 or 2 years, but yeah, they melted in the attic, so they're garbage now. Yeah.
Cool.
I also, you know, that at Barrie Game Exchange, I picked up a VCR.
I did hear that, yes.
An
I saw it.
HDMI VCR.
I was jealous.
And you were jealous, and I said, well, I want to at least check if it's as good as or better than my other model. So it's up here. I haven't got to play with it much yet, but it seems to work good. It seems similar to the other one I have, the other ones I have, I should say, but I need to figure out what's different about it. I was just gonna like Google this part number or this model versus this model. I just haven't done it yet. But then I recently was checking eBay, because I have an eBay save search for the models of VCRs that are good with the HDMI.
Okay. And
one popped up in listable. It has local pickup available.
How much they want?
Yeah, I think he had it for $60, or was it $50? But with $17 shipping, which seems low, but then again, free local pickup and listable. So I was going to go get it. I messaged him. He's like, actually, I just took that listing down because I just got a second VCR, the same model. Are you interested in both? I'm like, well, do they work? He's like, VHS playback doesn't work. I'm like, oh, well, never mind then. And I'm like, and then I think I offered him. He said, would you do 100 for both? And I said, I'm in Waterloo and I come through Listowel. I could pick it up. Would you do 80? He said, actually, I'll be in Waterloo tomorrow or in 2 days. Would you do 100 and I'll deliver it to you? So I sat on it and didn't think about it. I think it was in 3 days or something like that. And I didn't answer him. So then I messaged him the morning of, and said, I probably don't need 2 broken VCRs for $100. Never mind. And then he messaged me back saying he'd do 80.
So now you have 2 broken VCRs for 80?
So now I have 2 broken VCRs, but I already had a broken VCR, so I needed parts to fix this one. This one that I have, the HDMI port has like a chunk out of it on the inside, like that plastic in the middle.
Yeah.
So someone clearly damaged it. Everything else on the VCR works great. And I already swapped parts with it and another one and swapped over that board, and it worked great. Well, in the summer, we had our air conditioning off. And the pipe that brings water into the house was sweating directly onto my VCRs.
Ah.
That VCR
seems like a gross oversight on your part.
Yeah, well, I should have just turned the air conditioning on, but I didn't want to fight with my wife. So that VCR, I think, may have gotten damaged from that. And now it turns itself off when you try to play a tape. So then you turn it back on, it ejects the tape. So I'm not sure what the problem is with that. There goes my easy fix of just swapping the board.
Yeah.
So then I looked at the 2 VCRs that I got, and they each had different issues, but I was able to take the board out of one of them that has a tray loading issue, like the actual in taking the tape in and ejecting the tape is bad. And I swapped the HDMI board to the other one that had just a blue screen on HDMI, and it had the head was stiff. It wouldn't play. So I just opened it up, loosened it up, and it was fine. Swapped the board out, and now I have one working VCR out of those 2.
Well, at least you got one.
So now I've got 2 broken VCRs still with different problems that I need to try to figure out. Maybe I can pull the loading mechanism out of the one that was working and put it in the other one, and maybe that'll make a working one. We'll see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I currently have 3 of that model, 1 of the one that Hodge got me, and then I have the broken Samsung that I still need to try to figure out what's wrong with the power supply on for HDMI VCRs.
Goodness. You got to start charging for your services and fix other people's problems.
Maybe.
And
probably
then,
not.
Hey, it's a dying industry.
Yeah.
It's picking up now because now everyone, if you go into any Value Village now, VCRs are 10, 15, 20 bucks for a VCR.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I call it what the kids call it these days. A VHS player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
A video player.
A video player. Yeah.
Tape player? I've heard tape player.
Tape player makes sense. I think we probably use tape player, but
yeah,
tape
but
player
tape
is
player
more
is
like
also
audio.
music. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, more audio.
Or 8-track even.
Yeah. I found shortly after Barry, I found
yes.
Was it Magnavox?
Yeah, Magnavox
DVD VCR combo with HDMI at Value Village for, I believe it was 20 bucks for that one.
That's a crazy good deal.
No remote. And there were 2 other Toshiba ones there, but no HDMI. They were just the regular ones. And they wanted 25 a piece for those. So I was like, I'm going to take this one.
Yeah. The Toshiba ones are, I think, the exact same as this, probably, but just without the HDMI.
Yeah. I saw another one.
And if they don't have HDMI, they also don't do component video out for VHS.
No, not usually. Yeah, it's just so. I do have another. I have another DVD VHS combo. I only bought it because it had the remote with it, because that's always hard to find. But it does component out, but not HDMI.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
but does the component work for VHS or only DVD?
That's a good question. I think
most are only for DVD.
Okay, that could be
and
why
some of them
it wasn't
on the
working
back.
before.
On the back of them, they'll have a section that says like your outputs just for DVD only.
Okay.
And then it'll have the component under there. But other ones will look like it's going to work, but in the manual you'll see that it says component is for DVD only.
Gotcha.
The only way
I think I did have it. I did have it plug component into my little TV, trying to watch VHS, and I only got sound out of it. And I was like, "What? This isn't working." Yeah. So I guess it was only for DVD.
Probably, because otherwise it needs an upscaler, I believe.
That would make
sense. Which is what's
then.
so good about these Toshibas is they have the upscaler, and it's a Panasonic upscaler inside. It's apparently a really good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I got to find space for all this stuff.
Yeah, tell me about it. Does this thing work? Yeah, it doesn't. I won't go over that far.
It is jittering around. I didn't know if that was
my camera's bouncing around because my desk is shaking. The monitors are attached to the desk, and the camera's attached to that.
Okay.
I used to have the camera attached on the back, and it was stronger.
Okay.
Yeah. I disabled that because it was inconvenient. I'm switching my camera. Let's see if it comes back. Maybe it won't come back.
Oh, no. So close.
No, I was trying to stop it here. It should just come back.
Oh,
you stupid.
This is why you don't change things in the middle of a podcast.
That's all right. No one on the call cares.
That's true. Oh. Are you just gone now? He's just gone. Everything's gone.
And it's back. I recently redid this shelf over here is the point. I was going to show it, but it's all cropped out. You'd need to highlight me to do it. But I had that. There you go. There's my VCR.
Hey, holy smokes. Look at all those things.
There's more down below. These are the ones from Troy. You can't see them. And then the one that I just fixed last night. So there's 3 below here. And then these guys.
There's 2 in the other rack. That's a new rack over there. That wasn't there before.
This here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that Technics like component rack for
like
stereo
a record shelf kind of thing.
Yeah, and then I realized that I was outgrowing it, and also that one makes it really hard to clean VCRs and to switch any wiring. So this system works a lot better. Like up here, I have HDMI splitters because all those HDMI VCRs you can't directly put into a capture card because they have copy protection on them, HDCP. So you need to run it through something that removes HDCP, like an HDMI splitter or an HDMI audio extractor. So I have 3 of those stacked here for the VCRs, and then all the capture cards are all off to the side and stuff. But yeah, and then here's the beautiful TV from Bill. And I have a Wii up there. I was talking to you about the Wii because I asked if you had another one. That's what it was. So I have this Wii mod chip called WODE, WODE, Wii Optical Disc Emulator. And I bought it years ago. It was awesome. You just pop into USB with ISO files for GameCube or Wii, and it just pretends it's the DVD drive. And you do it on this little screen on the front. It runs Linux. It's neat. But my mom liked it so much that I did one for her, and she still has it. My brother then got one as well, and I did it for him. My sister got one. She's got hers still. Then my brother gave me his back. And one of them, I think my sister's, when I installed it, it failed. I'm like, what is going on? So I've had that in a bin for over 10 years. And
you didn't tell me, I would have got those from you.
Well, it was broken. I didn't know it was wrong.
Okay.
So now that I had the one for my brothers, I took out of the Wii because it wasn't working correctly. I couldn't figure out why. And this other one I had, so I thought I'd swap parts and test things out and try and figure out what was going with it. It has the board that goes in the Wii and then an external board for the display. And there's a big ribbon cable that goes between the two of them, and it sticks out through the crack of the Wii.
Okay.
When you like, have to split the shell to put it in, and then you close it on this
crack of the Wii is the best part.
So your Wii crack, if you will. So then I thought I'll just switch the ribbon cable and see what happens. The problem went away. I realized the ribbon cable is the problem. Then in the process of doing all this, I think I damaged the ribbon cable for the original one, like my brother's that I had here, the red Wii that's up here. Okay. So then I found on Amazon for, I think, like $8, something like that, a set of 5 of these cables. So I just bought that. I had to figure out, I learned all this crap about the ribbon cables, all the specs of it, how many wires there are, which way the wires go. Is it reversed on one side? How thick it is, spacing between the wires. Oh, it's ridiculous. But I found the right one and ordered, and it took a while to come in, but it came in earlier this week, I think it was. And I installed on the Wii and it worked great. So now I have that there. Anyway, on Wii, you can get either GameCube disc or Wii homebrew for this really good quality test suite of color bar images and test patterns you can use for testing CRT TVs.
Okay.
Called 240p. And that is like the de facto best testing thing out there. So I've got my Wii hooked up to this whole rack here with one of the VCRs as an input and to the TV with the Wii, so I can do testing on TVs, which will come in handy for the 3 TVs that I got from Bill at Barrie.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got 3 9-inch CRT broadcast quality JVC TVs to try to fix. So those are in the pile of stuff to fix. And I would have done that last night instead of the VCRs, but I had just bought the VCRs. So
so you were preoccupied.
They jumped the queue. And then everything else I've been doing has been Halloween decoration stuff. So that's I have tomorrow off work actually to work on that, assuming my car doesn't take all day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna wait with the car, or you're gonna come back home?
Well, I have no ride home.
Uber exists.
I don't do it. My brother-in-law is the mechanic there. I may just borrow his vehicle, which is what I sometimes do.
Okay, gotcha.
First, I might take a walk over to Canada Computers and buy some hard drives. My wife and I talked about. She's like,
"How far away is your mechanic from my house? Because I'm not far from Canada Computers."
My mechanic is very close to Canada Computers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, it's walking distance, and I don't like to walk.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Canada Computers to Wendy's, multiply that by, I don't know, 8, and you're at my mechanic.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, I might be buying hard drives, which my wife, she's like, how do I get rid of these VHS tapes that are in our laundry room? I'm like, I need more hard drive space or more time to edit videos. How much is hard drive space? I'm like, oh, if I want to do it right, then I should buy 2 8-terabyte drives, pop them on my NAS, got a mirror, and I could probably get rid of all the tapes. And she's like, let's do that. Merry Christmas.
Get these out of my laundry room.
Yep.
Funny.
So that's currently the plan, is to do that probably tomorrow.
Fun.
We already
How
tried
long
to
will
do
it take you to run through those?
It's hard to say. It depends on how many I do at once. If I'm doing it right, I can do 3 VCRs on this computer, which is my son's computer. I could do more on mine as well if I hook it up, but I haven't done that yet. And then I have 2 on the other computer in the other room, in the server room, which is the furnace room. But
Okay.
it's a much older computer. All 2 of the computers are i7s. It's just that one in the other room is a first generation i7, and that one's a 4th generation i7, which is the one my son plays games on.
Okay.
And I find it can do 2 or 3. I think it can do 3 VCRs at one time before it kind of maxes out the CPU, because I'm not using GPU encoding.
Gotcha.
I think I used 1 with GPU encoding. I could probably do more, but
so we'll say 5-ish tapes every, what, they're what, 2-hour tapes?
Oh no, most of them are 6 to 8 hour.
Oh gosh.
6 is most common.
So
But yeah,
a tape an hour on average then. 6,
yeah.
5,
And if I'm working from home, it's even better because then I'm here to switch tapes out. But
yeah.
otherwise, if I'm in the office, then I can only do it basically 1 in the morning, maybe 2 at night if I'm lucky, if like the short ones or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll try and do it in the mornings. Yeah, I'll try and do 1 in the morning before I leave for work, as long as I get up in time.
That gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that times how many VCRs I'm doing. So maybe if I use my computer as well. Oh, I was having issues with my computer freezing. That's why I wasn't doing it. That was a long time ago, though. I should do it again. Just need to hook up the capture cards and then OBS and all that stuff.
Sounds like your kind of deal, though. Sounds like
Yeah, I have enough VCRs, I think.
Yeah. I don't think you need any more.
No?
No, I don't think so.
I have more in the other room. It's fine.
just stop now.
I think I have 1 in the other room that's just for cleaning tapes, because I pulled this one out here and this one out here that used to be in the other room. Yeah. Yeah, I could technically use this one from Troy, but I feel bad because it's a multi-region one, so I'd hate to wear it out. And
yeah, save that for the multi-region.
Yeah.
Tapes. Yep. Yeah, I don't blame you. Blame you at all.
Haven't come across any tapes that are multi-region yet, but there is a broken VCR in town for $10 that's PAL. I'm like, maybe I should buy it. He says it plays garbled and maybe someone can fix it. I'm like, is that just because he's playing a non-PAL tape? That would be interesting. I don't know.
Who knows?
Sure, how's PAL tape there? Record one on this multi-region.
How's the Sun 64 challenge going? Any progress? A little bit? Nothing?
No.
Little something? Just
remember like 3 weeks ago, I Googled what games would be the best ones to play because they'd be short. Yep. That's how far it in.
Okay. Just checking. Just thought I'd just quick check in.
It's not like there's only 3 months left in the year or something.
I know. Don't get me started. My movie list is looking remarkably sparse for how long I've had to work on this.
Yeah, I have to update that.
Yeah.
Where is mine? There it is. Yeah, I forgot all about it. I was actually like, last time we talked, I looked at the list and thought, oh yeah, I need to fill in these letters. And then I just watched random shit that has nothing to do with it.
Actually, I only need 10 movies. Not bad. I could do 10 movies in 3 months.
To finish the list of alphabet?
Finish the list, yeah.
I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think any of these work.
The problem is like some of these.
I only need 6. There's a number one I just did.
It's also taken me a bit to also. Oh, there goes the camera.
Whoa, bye. That's okay. Everyone whose audio is like, what are you talking about?
It was like the slowest fall ever. I could just see it going.
I told you I don't like the way the camera's mounted, but
that's so funny. That's a better angle there. Leave it there because then you can see the tapes and stuff. Yeah.
You don't want to see me. No one wants to see me.
Oh, just slide over a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. No one wants to see me. I can turn back on the audio head tracking. Is that not working?
Not even working.
If I turn it to Zoom, then it will.
There you go.
That's fine. No one wants to see me.
The problem is I've also spent like time going back and rewatching stuff to get better points.
Yeah, I haven't done that. It's happened incidentally, but I haven't done it on purpose.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm just glad one of them fits. Oh, maybe another one fits. No, that's not an E. Damn, it's an F. I need an E, Q, W, X, Y, Z.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have the W, X, Y, Z as well.
But that's not exactly optimizing points at all. That's just filling it in.
Well, at the end, it might be, that's what you got to do. Just fill it in quick and get your points.
Just get it done.
Get it done.
So,
yeah.
How was your week without children? What'd you do? Never heard.
We talked about this last episode.
Did you tell us what you did?
Yeah, I was in the midst of it when we recorded. We were on the tail end of it.
All right, you were telling me like I was looking forward to all these cool places you went for dinner.
Yeah, so it was, I think, because I just listened to the last episode today to get a quick refresher.
Okay, I think I didn't yet. I'm way behind on podcasts.
So, yeah, we went out to like a Vietnamese place. We went to a barbecue place. We went to this place called Super Chicken.
Okay, you told me about that one. Did
I think I told you we were going to go to that one, but
yeah, you told me about that in person. I think
so.
I don't
their mascot is like a little chick in him. He's got like different mascot poses all over the restaurant, and then one right by the front door is him carrying an M16, and I think it's the funniest thing ever.
Which is unlike Canada.
Yes, very unlike Canada. Anyways, I found it was very funny. The chicken was fine. It wasn't great.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about it. Then we were gonna go out more, but then my wife's parents invited us over for dinner, and then I think then the kids came back on that Friday or something like that. So it was like, yeah, we only got out to like 3 or 4 places. That was it.
Well, we're going away this Saturday. Hopefully, we get to do something fun.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes.
That would be
good. Plan is to go to Paris. I think we were talking about that the other day.
Yes, while we were apple picking together.
Me and Josh went apple picking together.
Just the two of us.
And we brought our wife and kids.
I guess they came too. Yeah.
Wives and kids.
This was purely planned by the wives, by the way.
I know. I was going to say that, actually. I was going to say, like, your wife messaged my wife. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even like it was totally your wife's doing.
Yeah.
But the last thing we did together, which was the splash pad with the kids, that was my messaging you. So I basically told my wife the next one she has to plan and message you, I think is right.
Okay.
I think that's the right pattern if we go crossways.
I think she should, like, same. What happened last time just worked great. The wives communicate and we follow. I think this is the best option.
And the weather turned out good because they were calling for rain at first, and then it cleared up, and it was a great day.
Yeah. Pretty warm. It would
actually, if we went, we shouldn't have worn jeans, maybe.
You shouldn't have worn jeans. Yeah. Actually, we went on a Saturday. If we went the next day on the Sunday, it was nice, overcast. It was still warm, but not too warm. It was still cool. It was like, I walked outside. I'm like, we should have gone apple picking.
We'll find something else to do.
It was good. We're still eating those apples.
So are we. Yeah, the pears are getting squishy, but
yeah. Which is the first time we were able to pick pears. Every time we've gone, the pears have not been.
Josh,
they've either gone or not in season yet. So
you got a lot of apples, but you picked up for family too.
Yeah, so we picked for us, my wife's parents, and my parents as well. So
how many bags were just for you?
I think we got like 2 bags, and we had 3 bags. So we had like 2 bags of apples and a bag of pears.
Yeah,
and we split, and also we split the pears amongst the parents as well. So yeah, so either way, we're good.
So technically, we got more than you because we did pears everything our own. No, we did give my mother-in-law some. She came with us too.
Yeah.
Yep. We also did berry. Did we talk about berry last time?
No, that was before the end of the month. So that's the next thing to talk about.
Oh God.
we'll leave people hanging an hour before we talk about Barry.
I don't have a lot to say.
Okay, for the record, this is for Cynthia, if she ever listens to this, because sometimes she does.
She won't listen to this, but I can relay.
Okay. Last episode, and I know because I just heard it. I heard your voice say this in the episode.
That doesn't sound like me.
You can't prove it. You said my wife my wife told me to ask you whatever, something like this. These are your exact words.
Mm-hmm.
Something like this. My wife told me to tell you that if you wanted to split a table, she would want half a table. When we were at Barry, your wife told me the exact opposite.
Yeah, she doesn't remember what she said. She was mad at me for not asking you if you wanted to split a table with her before she bought or before you paid.
Okay.
Or asked. But then when I said, "Hey, do you still want to?" she said she didn't want to. So I don't care. It's impossible to predict what the outcome will be next.
I just thought it was funny because she was giving you shit at Barry, and then I heard it. I'm like, no, he said it exactly like this.
Yeah, whatever. It can't win.
No, I know.
Can't win by helping. I can't win by not helping. So
you just win by losing.
Yes. Yeah. So she got a table for the next Toronto show,
which is great. Yeah, she told me that when we were apple picking, actually.
Okay. She's got cup cozies up there. She's got a purse. She just made a Kirby purse. She's made hats. Ooh. She's made tops, and I think she's making like throw over things. It's all crochet stuff for anybody who doesn't already know, which is everybody who's listening. So she sold she got a half table with Josh at the last show.
Yep.
She sold stuff, but not a lot. She more than covered her table cost, but
that's the main thing, though.
Not by a lot. Yeah. If it wasn't for Sean's stuff that he sold as well, it wouldn't have really been great.
How did he do? How did he do at the table?
I think he made $40 at Barry without bringing anything of his own. I brought it all for him, like Skylanders and I think Amiibo cards and like Animal Crossing. I forget what else. We also sold that art, the framed art that we had. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna make more of that as well. But
yeah, it's a good easy money maker.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. They look good. And the two that didn't sell at the show, because two sold, which was Tetris and Zelda, and the two that didn't sell were Mario Kart. It was Mario and Luigi. A guy messaged me from Oakville or Pickering, I forget where he was from, but he messaged me and said, "I'm going to be going to Guelph tomorrow. I can drive through Waterloo. You want to meet?" So he met up and bought them, and then we got chatting, and he currently has Pete from the Waterloo swap, his old oh my god, Virtual Boy set.
Like, wow, complete set. Wow.
Yeah. So he bought it off of Kumar from We Got Games. Right? So we got games. Yeah. The guy who throws around the money and has the big money. Kamal, that's it.
Not Harold and Kumar.
Yeah, exactly. He bought it off of him, who had bought it off of Pete.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pete, get Andrew. You remember Andrew who worked with Pete? Walked by my house today with
really?
walking two of his dogs.
Does he live near you?
I don't know. He didn't. I delivered a garbage bin to his house a long time ago. I never said who I was. Like, it's not like I'm
because his house used to be in Waterloo.
Yeah, north end of Waterloo. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not north end of Waterloo where his house was. So for him to be walking in my area is a bit strange. Maybe he moved to the area.
It's possible. I think he had parents his parents were out of town because he used to store stuff at his parents' house.
Okay.
I think they were Hamilton or something, because it was one time I was going to do a deal with him and he said, "Oh, I don't have it here. It's at my parents' house. I need to go get it." Something like that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That deal never happened.
Anyways, it's just funny. I did a double take. I'm like, oh, that's Andrew. Oh,
that's funny. I haven't seen him forever.
Yeah. Well, he's still alive.
Good for him.
just a random thing. Not something I expected to bring up in the podcast, but because you bring up Pete.
Yeah. So anyway, this guy is now my friend on Facebook. The guy that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So Barry,
Yeah,
I got there in time to set up.
way ahead of
I
time, wasn't
Yeah, I
you
think
were late
edit
some other vendors you said. They were already set up.
they were already setting up. I thought setup started at 8:30. Maybe Chris was feeling nice and let them in earlier.
It could
Maybe
also be that
maybe
he was depending on the hall. Maybe Chris was told 8:30 and they let him in early.
Yeah, could be. I don't really know. Either ways, I thought it was 8:30. Either ways, it doesn't matter. I had
You
plenty
had
of time to
plenty of
set up.
time. I got
Yeah,
there at 10:30, didn't I?
yeah. Or no, you were there at 10, I think, a little bit earlier because you had time before VIP got it in. So,
Yeah.
um, I asked my oldest. My oldest is very much into video games right now. I asked him if he wanted to come to the video game show to help me sell, and he was all gung ho about it. Yes, yep, Dad, I'm going to help you. I'm going to do whatever. So I had to pack the car differently so I could have space in a back seat for him. So all that stuff got kind of pushed up to the front seat beside me. It's a little bit cramped going up, but we made it work. Um, and yeah, I put him to work. He's only, he's 7, but I was like, nope. If you're coming, you gotta help me work. So he was running back and forth, taking stuff out of the car, running it to the table. So he did a
Better
great
him
job.
than me.
Exactly. He did really well. I've only taken him to 1 or 2 before. I've taken him to one berry. I think the one last year I took him to at this location, um, just as like a patron, not a vendor. So we were just
Mhm.
walking around and stuff. So he saw that side of it. So it was the first time he's seen me selling stuff. So I think it was a bit of an eye-opening experience for him because he saw how much money was coming in. And he was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
He was, like, all excited. My dad has $200 bills. I'm like,
yeah,
"Yeah, that's some of the money."
that is some of the money." Yeah. So, um
And my son came as well,
yes, he
and he's
did. Yeah, obviously
11.
he sold his stuff. Yeah, he made
Yeah,
money.
he sold his stuff, and your son and my son were both going around and looking at stuff together, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They seemed to get along really well, and my son was playing his DSi at one time, and your son was watching him play Kirby, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I That's a hard pit. I wasn't able to, like, really watch him because I was watching the table, but
Mhm,
he seemed to be having fun. He didn't, like, cry, or he didn't, like, need to be, like, watched, or, like, his hand held the entire time.
mhm.
So, um, even when it came to, like, lunchtime, I was like, "Oh, are you hungry?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, here's money. Go find the pizza and pay for it," which he did.
Yeah,
He'd never done something like that on his own. I was like, "Here's the money. Go get the money, or go
yeah,
get your
even
pizza,
I
come back."
offered, "So, do you want me to go with him?" You're like, "No, let's see how he does on his own."
Yeah. And he did fine. So, that was,
'Cause
it was
I
good.
wasn't selling myself there either. I was helping you and my wife,
Yeah.
mostly my wife, 'cause you didn't really need help anyway. And a lot of the time when someone did need help, it's because they were trying to make a deal. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, I'm not gonna negotiate for Josh," especially if it's something ridiculous, but if it's like $5 off a $25 thing, that's a
That's
no-brainer,
fine.
but
Yeah, yeah, you don't need to
yeah,
bug me about that.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I was afraid, like I said, I was afraid he was gonna get bored. He would
Mhm.
go off to look at something, and then he'd come back within, like, 5 minutes, and then he'd sit behind the table. I'm like, "Dude, like, we are here all day. Go and explore. Like, don't sit back here and be bored."
Yeah.
So,
And my son kept getting money from stuff we'd sell, and then as soon as he got like $5, $10, he'd go out and find the amiibo that he wanted to buy
yeah.
and buy it from the person's table, and every single time it was from the same table. So we ended up making like 5 different deals with that husband and wife. It was always the wife selling, but she always
And
had
that
to
was
ask the
one, like,
husband for
the
prices.
aisle across from us?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
I
yep.
remember sitting over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we bought a stuffy from them. Cynthia went over and bought a stuffy from them as well for Lauren.
My son also bought a stuffy from that. Well,
Yeah.
we were still setting up the table, and he looked over there, like, "Oh, there's a Torchic Pokemon over
Yes, right
there."
at the beginning, yeah.
He's like, "I want that." I'm like, "Well, let's wait and see," and blah, blah, blah. He's like, and the whole time, "Dad, I really want that Torchic. I really want it." I'm like, "Okay. Well, how much
Yeah,
is
we
it?"
had
"I don't
fun.
know." "Well, go and ask." And so
When he
he
got
goes
back, he
over.
didn't remember how much it was still. Like, when he
No,
had paid, my son asked him how much it was. He's like, "I don't know, $15 or something." My son looked at the tag later, I think it said 25 or 35.
so I remember when he came back and he said, "It's $20, but they said 15 for me."
Oh.
So I was like, okay, well then take your money and go and pay for it.
Yeah,
So
she did do that with my son as well. Every single time she'd tell him, but we'll take this much.
yeah.
So asked about amiibos, like all these amiibos, and he found the best deal and he bought a Meta Knight amiibo. We picked up Rob the Robot from them as well for my nephew. What else my son bought? I can't remember if he bought the Piranha Plant from them or if we already had that. I can't remember now. I think maybe I already had that one. There was something else he bought, and we almost bought a inbox Charmander that they
Oh,
had.
okay.
Charmander,
Charmander,
the
whatever.
big guy.
Yeah, Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard. They had one of them in box. The top was bent, so they had the price really low. And I'm like, why is that okay? And then some random other kid came up beside. He's like, that's worth lots of money. And he shows us like price starting or no, eBay, an eBay listing for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I'm
you
like, yeah, but
didn't
you got
buy
to
it
look at sold listings. And then later on, my son, we were talking about something else, and my son's like, go to sold listings. I'm like, how do you know this?
then? He's heard you say it a
Moment of
million
pride.
times. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. And I sold my Cars TV, my
One
Lightning
of them,
McQueen Cars TV.
the
Yes,
CRT.
the CRT. Yes,
Yeah,
that
finally.
thing is a local legend, now gone. So
Yep.
what's funny is I actually marked the price up this year.
Oh, did you?
I
Okay, I
did.
kind of thought you had it at 200 last time.
The last 2 shows I had it at 180.
Oh, okay.
And so but everything that I've been seeing online, the prices for these like novelty TVs are
Yeah.
skyrocketing. They're so expensive.
Okay.
So I was like, screw it. So I
It
put
makes me wish
250
we'd
on it.
got that Batman one.
I know.
Yeah.
You should have. I put 250 on the Cars TV. I was like, yeah, whatever. Do 250. And that's kind of my idea is like almost every show I'd be like marking it up 5 or $10 a show because it's costing me more time and money to bring these to every show. And eventually you just get
Let
unobtainable.
you first priced it, it was already priced low compared to
Yes.
eBay prices,
Yes, for sure.
ignoring shipping.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, I think almost immediately one of the other vendors saw it. She was just like, "Oh, I love that. My son's gonna love that." Blah blah blah. Of course, I've heard this a million times, right? I've been selling this thing
Yeah.
for
It's not
forever.
normally
So
a vendor that says it. It's usually a patron.
usually, but it has also like vendors have also looked at it and like, "Oh, that's really cool." They never quite
Yeah,
to
not
that
usually the
extent,
I
but
need to have it type.
yeah.
And she said she also had a SpongeBob TV that it would look great beside.
Maybe okay,
No,
maybe
I
I don't think I heard
guarantee.
that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, she did say
So,
that. I
um,
was trying to sell it for you.
I had the music blaring. I was playing a Cars DVD in it as
Yeah.
well. And it was right beside Bill's table, so I think he was happy to see that thing go because he was listening to Cars 3 or 4 times the whole time you were there.
Yeah.
I had it turned up so people could hear it. Just
And I had
just for
retro
him.
commercials playing on your other TV, and then someone points out how bad they looked. So I changed it to the Cars 2 trailer, which I probably should have had it on the whole time, but I just didn't want to have to download that.
Yeah.
But I
Oh, well.
hotspotted it, and
We made it work.
yeah,
So,
wish it would have
anyway,
sold too.
I had it up for 250 and she finally came over. She's like, "Would you take 175?" I was just like, I'm like, "That's really low. That's a really low offer compared to my 250."
In your mind, not your voice.
No, I said it to her.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. I was like, "That couldn't go that low. That's pretty low." And she's just like, I was like, "How about?" I was like, how about 225?" And she's like, "What? How is your price going up?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You said 200 last time I was here." I was like, "No, I didn't. Who
Oh my
told you
god.
200?" So I don't know if it was either you or Bill. Someone she heard 200 for.
Huh.
I'm not blaming
I don't
anybody.
think I ever said a number. Someone
Anyways,
might have
maybe
said like around or like 200, or maybe
yeah.
she just remembered it as 200 in her head. I don't know.
I have no idea. Anyways,
Yeah.
I was just like, "You didn't hear that number from me. Like I've got 250 on this thing. Look at the sticker." Like
Yeah.
anyways, so of course, I mostly did this in like feigning, "Oh no, I can't do it that low." But in mind I'm just like, "Yeah, I've had it for 180 last time. If I sell it for 200 now, that's awesome." Like
Yeah.
so I was like, "You know what? Fine. Like fine. I'll do 200 just because you heard that somewhere. I don't know where you heard that, but fine. Okay, 200 I will do. That's the lowest I couldn't possibly go any lower." And
That's what
so
better than the 120 someone offered you last time, and I'm like, just
yeah.
take it, get rid of it.
Anyways, so she came back with a card and she paid $200
Yeah.
and it was gone. And she let me keep it for the rest of the show to play my movie, and then she picked it up at the end. So
She didn't want to have to carry it anyway.
no, but it was good. So, and this is also where we find out that your boy Josh over here is a cheater.
I know.
I don't know if you know that, but
Did
we're
you
about
steal
to.
some little kid's money again?
All right, kind of. Listen. We had this conversation after.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I
When you flip a coin,
yes.
which side is
when you
heads?
flip a coin, what side is heads and what side is tails?
Josh says it depends on what animal's on there.
No. It's okay. Don't put anything into here. Derek, please answer. What side is heads?
The side with the queen, or in the U.S., the president. I think they're all presidents, aren't they? I don't know.
I think
the person's head is the head.
Okay.
The animal is the tail.
The animal or the building, whatever, the other side.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the tail. Okay.
That's what I have always said.
Okay.
Should we Google it? Should we ask ChatGPT? That'd be fun.
Listen, you have no idea how relevant that statement you just made is. All right. Listen, the entire time I've grown up, the heads is considered the back of the coin. The side of the head is the back of the coin. So to me, that is tails. The side that you look at is the face of the coin. The face is on the head. Now that is the head. That is heads. So it would be the opposite side of wherever like the person's face is. Maybe I'm weird. Let's get some people talking on Discord and Twitter about this. Okay, what side is heads for you? Well, I want to hear from everybody.
Right now, the U.S. Mint has a coins classroom program.
Okay.
With a friendly little character to teach you, and it shows the obverse side heads is the one with the president head on it.
Okay. Listen,
the reverse side tails is the one with the picture or whatever on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
heads.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm saying that the way that I've always done it has been this way.
It's fine. You've always been wrong. I don't mind.
But at least I'm right to always have been wrong in my own mind. Anyways, I say this because someone came up to me. They wanted to buy something. I think I had $50 on it. They offered 40, and I came back at 45, and they said flip for it. Right? So either 40 or 45. Either way, I'm losing money. Right?
Yeah. As opposed to flip for it and one of them's good and one's bad.
Yes. In hindsight, I should have said I will do 40 if you win it, 60 if I get it. We go $10 each way. Right? I either get extra $10 or I lose $10 and you save $10. You know what I mean? Like that's a fair flip. Otherwise, I'm just losing $5 or I'm losing $10. I'm flipping to lose less money. Either way, I'm losing money. Anyways, so we flipped for this. It was an old grungy loonie. For our American listeners, it's a $1 coin that has a loon on one side and the queen on the other. It flipped. It wasn't easily seen what was on it. I didn't pick this coin, by the way. I called to my son. I said, get me a coin. And that's the one he gave me. So it's not like I picked this coin on purpose. I'm innocent in that sense. We flipped for it. Loon side came up. I grabbed it out of the air. He called tails. I grabbed it out of the air, flipped it over on my hand. The loon side was up. I declare heads because that's always been heads for me. He did not challenge it, and he paid me the 45.
Because he didn't even see the coin.
So, am I a cheater?
Unintentional cheater is still cheater, but
yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. All right. I'm a cheater.
Fine. Whatever.
That's a debatable cheater. I become a cheater later on, but for sure that's a debatable cheater.
All right. That's all right. Stealing money from kids again.
It was definitely not a kid. He admitted to being an eBay seller.
Oh, really? That's funny. Did he say he was going to sell that on eBay?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't care.
That's not enough
You
margin
can.
anyway.
Yeah, not really.
Oh, speaking of which, the guy that I bought these VCRs from is an eBay seller, and he was messaging me on the eBay app to negotiate selling to me off eBay.
Yeah.
So when he came to my door, I said, just so you know,
Yeah.
eBay doesn't like that. You should not do that. That's why I didn't answer when you asked if I was going to pay with e-transfer or cash,
Yeah.
because we can both get banned from eBay.
Yes. I've been warned for that.
I debated on replying in the chat with thanks anyway, or no thank you, or something like that, just to end it as far as the chat is concerned.
Yeah.
Or sorry it didn't work out.
Yeah. Anytime I've had someone offer to do something outside of eBay, I've always written back, especially like, oh, I want to do local pickup or whatever. Can I just I always write back. I'm like, unfortunately, I can't do that. But if you check your local listings, you may be able to find a similar product. That's all I'll say. And then I'll put the listing up on Facebook or Kijiji. And then they'll, like, within 5 minutes, they'll message me and it's like, oh, hey, this is me from eBay. Perfect. Because then it looks like I've done my due diligence to say, no, I cannot. And I'm also not shutting them down. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the play.
I tried finding him on eBay or on Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace, and it was not there.
Yeah. Some guys do or don't do that.
Then I found out he's from the same town as me. He's born and went to high school in the same town as me. Probably
same
just
year?
like 10 years later. No.
Oh, okay.
He's younger, but I don't know how old. He gave me his parents' name, and now I got to go ask my family if anybody knows him, because that's just what you do when you grow up in a small town.
Yeah,
Someone
small
will
town.
know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Well, anything else happened for you?
I watched some things. I think that's all I have left.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do my.
Played some things.
You played things.
I played some games.
Oh, let's hear about the played games.
Other than like once in a while, I'll play Fortnite with my son, or we'll play Brawl Stars on the phone, or Squad Busters on the phone. But other than that, I convinced my wife that we should play It Takes Two.
Oh, okay.
James bought the game for me because it was on my Steam wish list, and he was being too nice around Christmas, I think, and bought me a game. So of course I had to buy one back. But so I've had it in my Steam library for a while, and I've been trying to convince my wife to play because I thought it might be a fun one, because it's all about a marriage. I mean, it's about a rough marriage and divorce, but it's still a neat game and fun and co-op. So we started playing it the other night, and she had a lot of fun. Oh, for her birthday, I got her a new controller. Can't see it. It is an Xbox One controller, the pink swirly purpley one.
Okay.
She saw it in the store when we were at the Source one day, which is Radio Shack nowadays.
Yeah, the old days.
That's what it used to be.
I don't think Source is even around anymore.
Yeah, she commented that she liked it. So there still is a Source in the mall.
At Conestoga?
Yeah.
It's a Best Buy now.
No, there's a Best Buy Mobile there as well.
It's a Best Buy store where the Source was.
Really?
Yeah.
I was there like 3 months ago, 6 months ago, maybe.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was there 2 weeks ago, and it's no longer there.
Okay. I haven't been there since probably maybe just before Christmas, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Anyway, so I knew the Source, like, independent stores were all shutting down. I didn't know about the mall ones too. Anyway, so I was at, where was I? Canada Computers? No, somewhere anyway. And I picked up this controller because they were on sale. Oh, it was Best Buy I was in, I think. Anyway, they were on sale as Xbox One or Xbox whatever series controllers often go on sale for like $20 off, $30 off, whatever it was, $59.99, I think. So I picked this one up for her a while ago, and it was her birthday recently. So that was one of her birthday gifts, and we decided to try it out. So we went and played It Takes Two, and it was lots of fun. And yeah, she asked to play some more, so we should play some more.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
I've heard that game is very long.
Sorry?
I've heard it's very long.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
God. It keeps looking like you're going to be done soon, but
that's what I've heard. It's like you always feel like you're going to be done, then there's something else. Then you feel like you're going to be done, then it's something else. Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh well, at least you get your money's worth out of it.
True. Well, it wasn't even my money. Yeah, I didn't realize the source was gone. I see Best Buy Express and Best Buy Mobile. Best Buy
Best Buy
Express says it's
Express is the
new.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that
Yep.
sucks. I did like the source. It wasn't great, but once in a while there was deals to be had. Huh.
Mm.
Well, that explains why I didn't see the source when I went there a few weeks ago. So I played another video game.
Okay.
I have Steam wish list that's ridiculous. And every once in a while, Steam will message you saying something on sale, or it'll pop up in Steam itself saying these games you have on your wish list are on sale. So I go and check, and one of the games was called Instruments of Destruction. And it's basically a game where they give you a weird vehicle, or you build a vehicle, and you wreck stuff. It's basically just literally wrecking buildings. You have to wreck buildings without wrecking other buildings. Like you have to not wreck the historic buildings, but destroy the newer buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they give you all kinds of weird vehicles and wrecking balls and magnetic things and hovercrafts and walking spiders and blades and all kinds of stuff, rolling ball guns. And I was just like, yeah, I'll buy this game for $16. So I went and bought it and just started playing it.
Perfect.
Yeah. And I've had
Nice.
fun. I don't know how many hours I put into it already. 3 hours so far. Yeah. It was fun. It's called
Cool.
Instruments of Destruction.
Cool.
Yes.
I have not played anything really. I had some friends over and I broke out some Towerfall.
Yep.
That's about all we've been playing. A little bit of that here and there. So
I picked up a couple local co-op games recently that I want to play and haven't had a chance to.
any on N64 by chance?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, you can't beat those games on N64.
Maybe there's co-op games on there. I don't know.
Really? I don't think so.
I've been having more fun buying games than actually playing them. I had a pretty sweet.
Oh, that's the worst thing ever. Who would want to buy things instead of playing them? Maybe you should do a challenge for it.
Oh, if only a challenge was brought forth. I had a pretty sweet deal yesterday.
Okay,
it was
the
actually
challenge is finish all your limited run games.
Oh, well, I'm selling them all, so I don't have to.
Prove it.
I was actually working and this deal popped up. It was like right at the end of the day, so I quick did a U-turn around and went and grabbed a stack of 10 Xbox games for $25.
Saw it on your Twitter.
Yes, but the ones I'm keeping are like Killer is Dead, the limited edition. I got an open copy of Lollipop Chainsaw, so I can sell my sealed copy of Lollipop Chainsaw. Blur, which we talked about last episode or 2 episodes ago. That Blur has always been a bit more sought after or
and Blur 2
uncommon.
Is even more, isn't it?
Which one?
Blur 2?
There's a Blur 2?
Only PlayStation. Yeah.
I don't know.
Am I crazy?
Anyways, I literally just saw Blur in the ad for $25. I'm like, that's what Blur goes for $25, so I'll just grab that one. That's probably going for a little bit more than that now. But
oh, why am I thinking there was a Blur 2?
So,
weird.
Anyways, yeah, grabbed it. It was in a very shady part of town. Buddy comes out. He is all tatted up, face tats, dreadlocks, backwards hat. I was just like, ugh, I'm about to get mugged for my $25. He handed it to me in like the grossest reusable grocery bag I've ever seen, and I work in garbage.
That says a lot.
So I was like, okay, here's $25. I checked a couple of things. The game's surprisingly clean, but I still came home and soaked them all in alcohol. So
okay,
yeah, all good. So I will hopefully be able to sell the rest off. I found some PS5 DualSense controllers in the garbage, 2 of them.
I saw that too.
I did a test on the computer, and there's a little bit of stick drift on the left sticks on both of them. But it doesn't seem that bad.
Air and try blowing it out. Might be worth it.
Maybe.
Heard of that working, or open them up and do it, but
Yeah, it sounds like more time than I don't have a PS5 that I can actually play games with them yet, so
Well, that's an easy way to fix that.
I know, that's why I paid the tweet. Maybe I gotta buy a PS5. Listen,
You really don't.
I'm very tempted to get a PS5 because there are games coming out that I wanna play. First of all, that new Astrobot game looks so incredible. I wanna play that.
Yeah, you'll play it in 10 years. It'll be fine.
I know.
It'll still be cool that it's a platformer.
I know, but I kinda wanna play it with the whole, like, the zeitgeist of everyone else playing it. I miss that side of it.
Yeah, yeah, no.
I wanna play the
The
new
only reason
Indiana.
that matters is if you're actually playing with people.
Yeah, I know. I wanna play the new, um, Indiana Jones game coming out in December. I wanna play, I have Ghost of Tsushima on PS5. I have Ratchet& and Clank on PS5 already. Um, what was the other one I wanted to play? I wanna play Spider-Man 2. These are all games on PS5. So I'm like, already a handful of games, so if I can find a deal, I might have to pull the trigger. We'll see. I'll have to
The
wait for.
price just went up on PS5s.
I
You're
know.
not going to find a deal.
But I'm hoping that when
Maybe.
the Pro is gonna come out, and all the
Yeah.
people who buy the Pro are gonna have to drop the original, and that's where I'm gonna
I
hopefully gonna
heard
hop
that
in.
they were thinking to Sony might do a trade-in program, trade-up program. I don't know if
They
it'll happen
usually
in
do,
Canada,
but
but
there's always some crazy people out there
yeah,
who don't do that.
I don't disagree. You will find deals, I'm sure, but it's
Yeah,
just a matter of fighting for it then too.
yeah. Hard to believe, like, the PS5 is, like, what, 3 years old now? 4 years
Yeah,
old?
it's stupid.
And I still have not I've never even played one. These controllers are the first times I've ever held a DualSense controller.
My son has played it because my brother-in-law has it.
Mhm. So,
Yeah,
one day. I have a friend who has one. I've never been invited to his house to play it. So,
not a very good friend, huh?
not a very good friend. There's a reason we don't talk to him anymore. How fickle I am. Speaking of gaming the system, are you done with the game talk?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
I had to do there was a slow day at work, and, um, this is maybe incriminating, but we're all friends here, so we'll be fine. Slow day at work, and at work, we have to do these mandatory tests, right? So it's like, oh, every workplace has to do WMIS, right? I'm sure you do WMIS to some degree.
No, I don't do MS, but
You
we do
Okay.
stuff like lots of mandatory online training
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like a workplace, hazardous materials, slips, trips, and falls, that kind of stuff. Everyone has to
Yeah,
go.
I don't do those.
I'm speaking the
Mine are
general.
like cultural sensitivity, sexual sensitivity,
Okay.
like, you know,
Yeah, more office related.
bullying.
Mine's more
Yeah,
like warehouse related. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Gotcha. Mine's also transportation. Anyways, so we have this one test that we have to do called
okay, yeah,
because we carry garbage and it could have something in it.
yeah,
And so we would have to know how to contain those things if there was an accident.
yeah.
Here's my problem with this. I'm going to explain myself before I incriminate myself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Check myself before I wreck myself. This course is purely based around knowing exactly what you have on board and what material it is, how it's classified, how to find out what it is, and how to deal with it, and blah blah blah, and your
Lithium
container limits
batteries,
and tires.
gasoline, oil, whatever, like
Yeah, whatever. And all these
kerosene,
things we're not supposed to carry anyway. And if we were carrying it, we wouldn't know because it'd be buried in the middle of the bin.
yeah,
We had no idea until something happens.
because someone tried to hide it from you. Yeah,
Exactly. So the whole point basically is this course is not relevant to us, to our industry, but it's one of those things that like, oh, well, you have to have it because you have to have it because you have to have it. There's no real. It's not designed for our industry. It's just something the government says we have to have. So,
mhm,
okay, fair enough. The things that do apply are things like, if you have an accident, how do you contain it? Who do you report it to? And do you stand upwind, downwind? Do you keep people away? Do you get everyone close so you can see what the problem is? These are the kind of things that we have to learn. So, okay, that stuff's pretty common sense. Okay. This course is 3 hours long.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
Yearly. You
With
have to take that yearly?
3 years, every 3 years.
Okay.
Every 3 years, take this course, and it changes a little bit every time. And at the end, we have like a 50-question questionnaire where I'm
Mhm.
expected to remember 3 hours worth of material,
Mhm.
specific material. How is this item classified and what designation and in what ounces can you carry it and blah 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 blah. It is the most ridiculous case scenarios that I would never have to deal with in my industry.
Okay.
Okay? There, I said my piece. It has nothing to do with me. I know what I need to know. The rest of the stuff is bullshit. I don't need to know that.
So
So
Josh
how do I
brought up
get pardon?
ChatGPT on the other monitor.
You called it exactly.
Uh, what you need is a screen reading program that automatically recognizes the text that's on your monitor and then
Yeah.
puts that into ChatGPT.
Well, see, here's the thing. It's not my computer, it's a work computer.
Uh-huh.
They put me into an office in their controlled environment, whatever it is.
Sure.
The way I used to do this is like we used to do this all in our trucks. We have a tablet, a work tablet. So you would bring it up on the tablet and we do the course in the tablet sitting in the truck.
For 2 hours.
Yeah, whatever. That doesn't matter. I mean, we're sitting in the truck anyway all day.
It's not
2
comfortable
hours.
to hold a tablet for 2 hours.
I just prop it up on the steering wheel. I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's fine. And we also have tablet holders as well.
I
Like,
figured you might, but
yeah. Anyways, so my original idea, how I used to do this was I would have my tablet on one. I'd be logged into the tablet, and I'd also be logged into my phone. So then, as I was going through the material, I would also have the test open on my phone, and I would just go through the quiz, the end quiz, final test, as I'm going through the course, and then that's how I'd go through everything.
it's an open book test.
Yeah, open book test. It makes sense, right? Anyways, once they put you in the office, it's a little bit harder to do that because there's people around.
Mm-hmm.
Not impossible, but anyways, I think at one point I asked for a second monitor, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." They gave me a monitor, and they also gave me an external. They had me on a laptop with like a touch mouse, and I was just like, "Can
Oh,
I get?" I'm like, "Can I get a real mouse just so I can click through the stuff a little bit faster?" Like, "Oh yeah, yeah, no problem." I'm liked at my company, thankfully, so I can ask for the stuff, and they don't really care. And the office they put me
for
in this
now.
year, yeah, for now, until they hear this. Anyways, what I ended up doing was, uh, you have to do half the course before they open up the quiz now. You used to be able to do them at the same time,
Oh, okay.
but now you have to be in this thing for half an hour. I have to be in the course for an hour and a half before it opens up. So whatever, click through the whole thing, and then I finally figured out, oh, if I open the quiz on the other side, so I have the course open, I have the quiz open, and then I have ChatGPT open. And I'm going through the stuff that I need to know. I answered and I got it right without ChatGPT. Everything else I copy pasted into ChatGPT because it's all multiple choice, and it just like gives me the answer. Boom, 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 boom. I made sure to click 2 wrong just so that I didn't get a perfect score.
I'm
And
sure
I
that
passed.
falls under some premeditated,
I thought about it on the fly because I tried to do my other way before and it wouldn't let me. And I was just like, I'm not sitting here for 3 hours doing this course to know stupid stuff that doesn't affect me in any way.
Yeah. Every time we roll around to the beginning of the year, I think it's like 8 courses to do, but some of them are 20 minutes and some are an hour.
Yeah.
So
I don't mind those. I'll do those. Those are fine. Like if I
they're,
need to
they're
know the
not, they're
information.
mind numbing,
Yeah.
especially when you've done it every year. Like I worked at the same company for 7 years before, and it was mind numbing to do the same course every year. And they maybe changed one question out of whatever, 10 questions or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. Uh-huh.
It's pretty pretty mind-numbing. Anyways, there you go.
Anti-retaliation with bosses. My old job, we had a lot of anti-bribery stuff because we were working with governments and military.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. And then privacy stuff, a lot of privacy stuff. Medical records I have to do in this one I'm in now because we technically could have access to a customer who has medical records. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah.
There we go. Josh is a cheater. I cheat people out of money, and I cheat tests out of scores.
Answers.
So, yeah.
We all knew it.
We all knew it. Now it's confirmed. Cheater.
Pumpkin eater. So
cheater, chicken dinner.
Josh, you walk into a gas station.
Okay.
Or grocery store, and you need to buy one drink, one chip or meat snack, and one candy. What are you getting?
Sorry, first one?
Drink.
A drink? I will probably get a Gatorade Zero. It's been my go-to.
Okay. Chip or meat snack?
Chip.
And which kind of chips?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would probably do like a sour cream and cheddar.
Oh. Yeah, we are kind of assuming they have everything here.
Yeah.
And a candy.
M&Ms.
Or gum.
M&Ms.
Okay.
Yeah. Peanut M&Ms.
Peanut. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine would probably be Mountain Dew. Just straight Mountain Dew.
Okay.
If they have a different one, maybe I'd try one I haven't tried in a while. We'll see.
Yeah.
Or a new one. They have voodoo out right now. I didn't try. They have a mystery voodoo every year for Halloween.
Yeah.
Did you know about that? Okay. Chip or meat snack. I mean, I could always go for some teriyaki beef jerky.
Yeah.
But I think if I had to, I'd probably go with like sweet chili heat chips.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. And then candy, probably Skittles.
Good choice. Yeah. I think I've hit that point.
I stole that from Giant Palm, didn't I? Yeah.
Did
Giant Palm. I think they had someone write in asking that.
Oh.
You don't remember it?
No, I can't remember that one. I can't drink pop anymore. I've hit that point in my life where I just can't drink it. It messes with me, and it sucks. It sucks a lot. I love Coca-Cola. I'm sure everyone's seen me wear my Coca-Cola shirt. I love Coke, but cannot drink it anymore.
Is it sad that I would have guessed Pepsi if you asked because of your hat, your Blue Jays hat? I just pictured the blue and white.
Blue and the white and the red. Yeah.
Makes sense. Or Pepsi? What the hell?
Pepsi. No, I'm a Coke guy. Coke guy all the way. I will drink Pepsi if I have to.
Sure.
But I like Coke more.
I didn't know.
But I cannot drink any dark sodas anymore. I can barely drink. I can drink ginger ale once in a while, but I can't drink too much of that. And that's about it. And I can only be Canada Dry. I can't drink Schweppes. Schweppes is no good. Weird.
You are weird.
Time in my life where I just gotta drink boring stuff.
Well, are you on to the point where you want to talk about things we've watched? Because I do.
Yeah, we probably should do that. We're almost at 2 hours, so we're gonna
take a quick break.
We could take a break. Before we get into movie talk, I have two things I want to show. Real quick. It showed up today. I did buy one limited run thing that showed up today in the mail, as we talked about limited run.
Okay.
The Lara Croft collection.
When are you gonna play that?
When? I've already played one of them. I haven't played the first one. So this has Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light and Lara Croft and Temple of Osiris. I played Temple of Osiris because I believe it was a PlayStation Plus game a while ago. But anyway, this is a really fun like co-op top-down shooter puzzle game.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. Play that one. And then today after school with the kids, my son's been talking about this because he saw the previews. Because I showed it to him. I'm also excited about it. He picked up the new Zelda game.
The kids are interested in that one.
My oldest has been since I think about 6 days ago, they did, like, a final preview, and I showed him that, and he's just like he's been counting down till September 26th. And every day it's like, "Dad, 5 more days. Dad, 4 more days." And so he's been really excited about it. And then for some reason today, he, I picked them up from school because I was done early. Normally, my wife picks them up.
Okay.
So I picked them up, drive back, and I stop at the game store right up the street from my house. I get out, get in, I go into the store, and my kids were just like, "Why are we here? Are we getting a game? What are we doing here?" I'm just like, "Dude, you said something this morning that Zelda comes out today." You completely forgot. We're at a game store. Anyways, so the whole way home, they're talking about, like, "We're gonna play Minecraft when we get back. We're gonna do this. We're gonna
Uh,
do that." So I think their mind is just on Minecraft, and then I get that game, and then my son's just like, "Oh, I don't wanna play Minecraft anymore. I'll play Zelda." So he played the first little bit. I got home, and he's just like, "Dad, can I play?" I'm like, "What? Don't you mean you're gonna watch me play?" He's like he's like, "But" I was like, "I bought the game." He said, "Yeah, but you could buy the game, and then you could watch me play." So, anyways, he did the first little bit, and he got stuck on the first little boss, and then he had to stop, and then I took over. Kicked him out of his game, started my own game, got further. My son got mad at me, and then he had to go back in and get further. So we're at the same spot right now. He seems like he wants to race through the game. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, two more Switch games to add to the collection.
cool.
All right,
At least Zelda's
that's
cool.
it.
Which God, which Lara Croft games are on that collection anyway?
Guardian of Light and Temple of Osiris.
Are they like the top down ones or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Those ones are really fun.
I've never played one of them. I have
However,
one of the newer ones on Steam, or some of the newer ones on Steam, and I played them.
yeah,
Started playing one a while ago, and I'm like, yeah, I should try it and see. And then it's basically like a Uncharted game where it's like
yeah.
forces you through a story,
Action
and
adventure. Yeah.
yeah,
They're fun. I played the first one. It was fun. I haven't got to the second or third one yet. I want to. I want to play more games. The whole time I've been here, I've just been like, I want to play more games. I've been wanting that Astro game. I'm just like, but I need to play Rescue Mission. I haven't finished Rescue Mission yet.
yeah.
So
So you
need to
don't
be
need
able to
another
do that.
system. You have enough.
I know. I know I have enough, and I keep buying games for my 360. So we'll see.
Yeah, I have
I
Tomb Raider from 2013
think that's the
and
reboot.
the Shadows one.
Oh, Shadows. Okay, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yes, Shadow of Tomb Raider. I don't know why it won't open on Steam. There we go. It didn't
Is
like me.
Guardian of Light and Temple of Osiris on Steam? Probably. I would assume they are.
It's called Tomb Raider, not Lara Croft.
I believe they're Lara. Maybe it's just Lara Croft. Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. Yeah.
Ah, it's Lara Croft. I'm searching for Tomb Raider. Oh, there's a difference between who owns the rights. I can't spell her name because I spelled it with a U.
Yeah, it's just Lara.
Lara Croft. Go Guardian of Light. Temple of
Yep,
Osiris.
Christmas.
I own Temple of Osiris.
Oh, there you go.
It's not rated as good, apparently.
It is. It's very good. I like it because it's they change based on how many people you have. So if you're playing one, I don't think maybe you can play one player. I'm sure you can. The puzzles are generated to be one person solvable. And then if another person, it's drop in and drop out.
One player.
Yeah. So you drop in and drop out. So if you have like someone joins in, they press start, they get in the couch co-op. All on the same screen.
To the specs, nothing says it's couch co-op. It says remote play together.
It's couch co-op for sure because that's how I played it on PS4.
Weird.
But yeah, if you another person press to start, they join in, the whole game changes, and now all the puzzles are built for 2 people. 2 people are required to beat the game. Or versus another person joins 3 or 4 players. Dynamically in and out of the game, as you're doing something, it will change.
So this one, the Temple of Osiris says drop in, drop out, competitive co-op. Compete against your friends with seamless drop in, drop out co-op. Or even bigger
Competitive
online
co-op is probably
stretches.
just like I think you're competing for score. Like if you collect
Okay,
more
here it says
treasure at
first
the
ever
end.
4-player co-op multiplayer experience.
Yeah.
And yet
The
it doesn't
cool
show split screen or co-op on the
It's not split
stuff.
screen. It's all on the same screen.
Okay.
You're all playing on one.
Still
Yeah, you
only
can't.
says single player, but that's just Steam tag problems.
Yeah. The cool thing about Guardian of Light, I haven't played it yet. That's the first game, but I've only played the Temple of Cyrus, the second one. The first one is Lara Croft and some Aztec god, and I believe on Xbox, if you join, you can get the characters Kane and Lynch from
Yeah.
the series Kane and Lynch. They are the other two playable characters you
Okay.
can, which is so random,
I like
but
working together, stuff like that. Like Castle
yeah,
Crashers has that, and I forget what other games.
yeah.
Cool.
It just doesn't even fit the same vibe of the same game, which is why I find it very,
Yeah, I didn't
very
realize it was
entertaining.
co-op at all. I just assumed it was a single player game.
No, super co-op, very fun. Shooter, you have to like you're getting attacked on stuff like almost twin stick, like you're moving and shooting, and then
Mhm.
you're also moving and interacting with objects to solve puzzles.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I enjoyed it so much that I bought a physical PS4 copy that I had to import from Japan.
Yeah, but that's just you.
Well, because it's a PlayStation Plus game, and I can't get it now unless I
Physical. Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but now it is physical on Switch, but that wasn't an option 8 years ago, 9 years ago
Wasn't
when I played it.
Steam, I bet.
Maybe. Anyways, what'd
Yes.
you watch?
So I watched Gen V,
I've been meaning to watch that. I've heard
which
good
is
things.
the boys universe, but
Yeah.
like college students. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's all right. Like it still felt like the boys in a way, but it had more potential. I thought it was going somewhere, and then the end of it is just like, okay, yeah, same old boys universe. Good guys can never get ahead. Nothing can ever go positively. It always has to end poorly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Uh-huh. But it was entertaining, and it was
Okay.
again awesome to see all the abilities that people have,
Yeah.
and they
That's all
brought in a lot of
that's
the
why I watch
same
it. It's very
people.
inventive, the things they
Yeah.
come up with. Yeah.
They brought in a lot of people that you recognize from the boys. Not a ton, but enough that it was like a okay, this is definitely the same universe, and they weren't just trying to cheap out kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Now, you haven't seen the latest season of The Boys, right?
no, I haven't yet.
Okay. So I think you're watching it in the right order because I believe you do need to see Gen V
Oh, that's funny.
for season 4 to make more sense, which I haven't seen Gen V, but a
I
lot of
don't
those
remember if I
characters.
even saw season 3 or not
Okay.
of the boys. I'm pretty sure I saw 1 and 2. I forget if I
Yeah.
saw 3.
Okay.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
remember. I
All right.
watched the TV show The Gentleman by Guy
We
Ritchie.
just talked about this last episode.
Did we
Guy
talk about it?
Ritchie. We
Oh, we
talked
talked
Guy
about
Ritchie.
it existing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You recommended, or you talked about the movie? I don't remember.
I talked about his latest movie, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and then you did your Google
Yes.
search, and it
Yes.
popped up,
Yes. And that's how
and
I
it was on your
discovered.
watch list.
Yes. And it was good. I enjoyed
Okay.
it.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun. Chaos all the time, but more logic to it, and
It's thought
yeah,
out chaos.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That's what Guy Ritchie does.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. That I'm like, okay, I need to watch more Guy Ritchie stuff. And there's also apparently the Gentleman movie as
Yes.
well. I don't know if it's based on the same story or what. It's a 2019 movie.
Didn't you seen that? Because I think you recommended it to me,
Are
I
you sure?
believe.
I don't think so.
Is that the one with Colin Farrell? No, Charlie Hunnam, Colin Farrell,
Matthew
Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hugh Grant.
I don't think I saw this.
I believe that you recommended that to me.
I don't think I saw this.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think I said I wanted to see it. Maybe
Okay.
it's still on my watch list. Yeah.
All right.
Nope.
Guy Ritchie's been pretty hit or miss for me. I think I said this last episode as well. He's been pretty hit or miss for me the past few years. So I'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious if this is the same story or yeah, Yeah, it sounds very like the similar plot line, but obviously works out differently.
Drawn out more
This
for a
show.
TV show. Yeah.
Yeah, and totally different scenario. This one's a British guy who discovers his dad was in to selling or to letting pot growing people be on their land.
Work at his land. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Anyway.
Spoilers. Sorry. Spoilers,
That's
everybody.
the first
Spoilers.
episode, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's in the description as well. That's all the TV shows I watched, but movies I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Holy!
One of them you watched.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's including that one.
I will say I'll do my TV. The only thing I've been watching has been House of Dragon with my wife. We were trying to burn through that when the kids were not here. That did not work out, and then it basically turned into like an episode a week for however long. So we're on the final episode of the first season left. We have not watched. It is good. It's also a bit confusing. There's huge time skips. Actors change because time has moved forward and these people have grown up. Some actors change, some actors don't. Some actors look the same as they did before the time skip as they do after. It's a bit
sounds like
muddled.
A chore to watch.
And one of the main characters changed to a completely different actress.
Oh my God.
Actress, whatever you want to call them. So it's just kind of like, this is very strange. Like the whole show was built on one actress, and then halfway through the show, we switched to a different actress playing the same character. Very strange. Doesn't mean it's a bad show. It's still a good show. And it's funny that after 8 or 9 episodes of watching the same show, my wife still can't pronounce the character's name. Like that person. That person?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying like I say it. Yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's the only TV show. This month has really proved how addicted to YouTube I am, because this whole month has been I'm watching YouTube. I am dealing with other shit. I'm cleaning up my room like a good boy. I am working outside. I am taking the kids out on bike rides. By the time I get home, it's like laundry, dishes. I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed, or I'm watching YouTube until I'm falling asleep downstairs. It's been a bit of a hassle. So this is where Derek is going to shine for a change.
My kids started watching. I haven't seen it yet. Over the garden wall. I keep hearing about it, or my wife keeps hearing about it. I gotta check it out still.
Do you remember me?
Sorry?
Do you remember me bringing up that show?
No.
About a couple of months ago that I found that Over the Garden Wall, because it's all available on YouTube.
Oh.
I found that Blu-ray set at Value Village for like $5, but it was PAL region.
Okay. That sounds familiar.
And then do you remember me telling you that I sold it on eBay?
I thought so.
Do you remember how much I sold it for?
Like $90 or something? No?
Like almost 300.
Oh my God. Yeah, apparently that show's really popular now.
Okay.
With YouTubers my wife watches.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started watching the first couple episodes.
Probably even more expensive now.
Strange. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We've also been continuing to watch Taskmaster. I'm just finishing up TV shows I forgot about. My kids are getting into watching Invader Zim because I have an Invader Zim shirt and a Gurr stuffy, and they love it. And they didn't know the show. I showed them when they were younger, but they didn't remember.
Yeah.
They've also been watching Toys That Built America and Food That Built America and loving it.
That's good.
Halloween Wars cooking show where they make like spooky foods. My kids are loving that too. I started watching Slow Horses again, the new season of that, which is that British spy show, which is pretty good. I think that is all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So then movies is all I have.
All right.
I watched 1988's Mac and Me.
Mac and Me. Okay.
If you go check out the Discord, in the general chat, I put a GIF from the movie.
Oh, that's what that's from. Okay.
That's what that's from. It's a notoriously bad movie around the time of E.T., trying to piggyback
Is
on
this the one
E.T.'s
that one
fame.
episode is trying to find all the
No, that's a different
V
one.
okay.
Yeah, that's different. That's a different thing. That's the Red Letter Media guys,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a different
and
one,
that's
okay.
a one-word movie. I forget what it's called. I think it's similar in that it came out around the same time, trying to piggyback on the fame of E.T. I think that
Yeah.
other one's actually an even worse movie.
Probably.
Yeah. Although this one does have some very interesting stuff, but now I can't even remember watching this one. Oh, yes. I watched 1976's Silver Streak with
Wow, look at you,
Gene
classic
Wilder and
movies.
Richard Pryor. I felt like watching something with Gene Wilder. It's
Fair
like
enough.
a runaway train type thing. Gene Wilder literally falls off the train like 4 times in the movie or gets thrown off. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
It's not a bad movie actually, considering. And it's kind of a comedy, kind of a drama or thriller. Anyway,
Okay.
this one I'd actually forget. Oh yeah, so I watched. I don't know how many you want me to go through, but how many
You
things did
can
you
go
actually?
through pretty much all of them. That's how many movies I've seen this year.
All
This
right,
month.
I watched 2013's The Family with Robert De Niro,
Okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Tommy Lee Jones, and a bunch of other people I don't know.
Random.
Yeah. Robert De Niro is a mafia guy who's gone into witness protection because he's whatever turned his back on the mafia people.
Yeah.
And this is basically the story of his family trying to survive, but his family also doesn't know how to stay out of trouble.
Okay.
Like his
I can
wife
see
likes
that.
blowing things up. His kids like having a racket at school. His daughter, she didn't really she falls in love with a guy that's a teacher. It's a weird story, but it wasn't bad. Michelle Pfeiffer and Robert De Niro, like, come on.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
It seemed like
I've
a good budget movie too, and it's filmed in Europe. Where was it? Somewhere where the war was. I forget now. Anyway, yeah.
I know the cover. I've seen the cover before. That's it.
Oh Jesus! Trying to hold in a cough. Then I watched 2024's The Crow,
Ooh, the new one.
the new
Okay.
one.
Yeah. How was that?
People say bad things.
I've heard mixed things, so
I,
yeah, okay.
I didn't mind it. I put
Do you like the
entertaining.
original though?
I really like the original,
Okay.
yes, and I
Alright.
also liked the original TV show.
I've never seen the TV show.
I don't know if it's a Canadian thing, kind of like the RoboCop TV show was a Canadian thing, or at least it was made in Canada. I don't know if it was what it was, but I'm pretty sure I've heard Kevin say that it wasn't very big outside of Canada.
Yeah.
But the Crow TV show I really liked. It had oh Jesus, what's the guy's name? Remember when Iron Chef came to America? Okay, never mind.
No.
The guy is a famous martial artist, actor guy.
I know
but
the
I can't remember
guy.
what he's
Yeah, I
in.
know the guy because he's in John Wick too, right? Or John Wick. Yeah, that's him.
Is he?
Yeah.
Sounds right. Oh, of course, I type The Crow and I get the freaking TV show or the movie I just watched because I'm stupid and I don't. Yeah, see this keyboard. I shouldn't have done this keyboard. The
You're
Crow,
welcome.
City of Angels, right? Is that it? No, that's not right. That's a movie. I don't know. I can't remember when the movie or the TV show was. Salvation, no. Stairway to Heaven. That's the one. The Crow, Stairway to Heaven, 1998 to 99. And the guy's name is Mark Dacus. So I don't know. Dacus. I don't know how to say his name. Couldn't say it if I tried.
Okay.
Yeah. What else has he been in? That'll help you. Double Dragon?
Yeah, that's him.
John Wick 3? Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently Only the Strong, which I have as on my watch list. Yeah. Anyway, I really liked that show. And the movie was, I wrote down entertaining, trying a bit hard to nod to the old one. Like you could see, like, oh, they're really trying to get him in that trench coat, like really trying. They said you could tell that they were trying to modernize the story and the character, and I didn't think they did a bad job of it at all. And also the kills were really good.
Okay.
Like
Well,
the
that's
action
really
scenes
why
and the
you're watching
kills
the
were
movie.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It was entertaining. The special effects and all was really good. So
Cool. That's also on my
next,
list to watch.
I watched 2013's 47 Ronin
Ah, Keanu.
with Keanu. Yep.
Oh.
It really should have just been called Kai, which is Keanu's character's name,
Yeah.
because it really doesn't have a lot to do with the other Ronin.
No,
but,
not really. No.
and honestly, I meant to go back and check and count how many there were. I don't think there's any
Freeze
scene with more than
frames for
20 of them.
everything.
I don't think there's a scene with more than 20 of
Don't
them.
they mention? I think they talk about it, right? 47 Ronin or something like that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do several
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
And they say this is an ancient, like a well-known story. Is a film reimagining the popular Japanese folk tale. Yeah. Anyway, that was a decent movie. It felt a little bit, I don't know, campy at times and a little bit like
I remember. Yeah.
forcing Keanu Reeves to be a hero, but he didn't do a bad job, and it was a neat idea. Like the concept of the world was neat.
Yeah.
And they kept some mystery on where his character came from and stuff like that. But yeah, neat.
Cool.
And a little bit of like kind of racism with them all beating him up because he's a mixed. They kept
Mixed
calling him
race
a
or whatever.
half breed.
Yeah, mixed race.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. 3 more.
All right. Keep going.
Next one, I watched 2005's Waiting with
Is that the
Ryan
one with
Reynolds,
Ryan Reynolds? That's
Anna
in the
Faris,
restaurant. Yeah.
Justin Long,
Yep.
Louise Guzman,
Yep.
Dane Cook. Oh my God, this didn't age well.
I remember it being funny when I watched it, but I haven't seen it since.
So homophobic.
Yeah.
Jokes about and alluding to sex with minors.
I don't remember that, but
it's very insensitive to everybody.
Just like the real restaurant industry.
It's actually pretty funny is another thing I wrote.
Yeah.
Like there's some really good moments in it, and like restaurant customer service, it's pretty funny that way.
Yeah.
But oh my God, it's I can't remember what I've heard Ryan Reynolds say about it. I thought he said it was bad. I thought I've heard him say like the worst movie he's ever done or worst movie ever made or something along those lines.
I know. I'm pretty sure he talks about Green Lantern that way, but have you
heard him say a joke about it? I almost thought I heard him say a joke about this in Deadpool, but I can't remember.
Oh, possibly.
Yeah, I can't remember. I was gonna Google like what does Ryan Reynolds say about waiting. Yeah.
Have you moved on to the sequel? Still waiting?
I think you're joking, right?
I am not joking.
There's a sequel?
Yeah, it's called Still Waiting.
Oh my God. I didn't know.
Now
I'm
you have to watch
surprised there is.
Add it to the list.
Right? Okay. So there's some people in it from the first one. Actually, quite a few.
Yeah.
Not Ryan Reynolds, though. And they picked up Adam Carolla. Oh, boy. Okay. Damn it. I guess I got to watch it.
You're welcome.
I didn't know there was a freaking sequel. Makes sense.
That's funny.
They all need to make some money somewhere.
All right.
Oh my God, I can't. Anyway, I still want to read what Ryan Reynolds says about that movie. Anyway, so I watched another movie, which is based on a video game.
We can save that one for later.
This is not that one.
Not that one. Okay.
I knew you were going to think that, which is why I worded it that way.
Perfect. This is going to work into my activity I have.
This is an Uwe Boll movie.
Okay. Oh, Uwe Boll. Blood Rain?
Nope. I do need to watch that one, though. I think I've seen it at one time, but there's a number 2. There's actually number 3 of Blood Rain.
I think so.
It is Far Cry.
I was going to say.
2008, Far Cry. Barely has anything to do with the video game.
No.
At all. It's like, it's on an island. That's the same.
Pretty much. Yeah.
The guy wears a Hawaiian shirt at one time. That movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uwe Boll is
it's
he's a interesting guy.
it's not terrible, but it's not good. It's like just a generic turn your brain off action flick.
Yeah.
Enjoy, watch.
Yeah.
It's like Universal Soldier, kind of.
Oh,
Like
don't tarnish Universal Soldier that way.
I mean, the concept of what the bad guy is doing.
Universal Soldier is so much better than Far Cry.
Sure. I haven't seen Universal Soldier in a long time, but I remember liking it. But then again, at the time that I watched that, I would have liked this too.
Okay, fair. I still like Universal Soldier.
I probably would too. It's just this one, I don't know, it was just nothing special.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yep.
All right.
And that got me looking at more Uwe Boll movies because
Oh,
I really
stop.
liked Postal. But that's because I liked the game.
Yeah. Trust me, you can probably stop there. I tried.
Well, I
wanted you.
didn't stop there. I added several to my watch later.
Oh,
So
oh goodness.
we'll see what
Don't
happens.
contaminate your watch list with garbage.
Speaking of which,
okay, before we get I watched a movie that's not the movie we're going to talk about.
okay.
Is you have one left?
Yeah, just the one we talked about.
Just the one. Okay. I watched one movie called Rebel Ridge. It is available on Netflix. And the reason I watched it is because it's by a director that I like, which I can't think of his name right now. But he directed other movies that I really like called Blue Ruin and Green Room.
Okay, yeah, you've talked about those several times.
Yes. So he did another one on Netflix, which is a little bit weirder.
Jeremy Saulnier.
Jeremy Saulnier.
Saulnier? Sure, that makes sense. Director and writer.
Yeah. So
did you just keep calling him?
Him. It's what am I trying to say here? It's in the same vein as his older movies like Blue Ruin and Green Room. It's that like deep, visceral, there's not a lot of action until there is, and it's very in your face. It feels very raw and real about what would happen. So the main character is a former army person, and he basically gets screwed over by a police force and then takes matters into his own hands to get justice. It came out this year, so I'm not going to go into spoilers. Go and watch it. It's worth a watch. It's not as good as Blue Ruin and Green Room. It is tackling an issue that does happen in the States in some areas about civil forfeiture and how police forces use that against the population and for their own benefit. So it's kind of like it's talking about that stuff. It's almost like Paperwork, an action movie, if that makes sense. they explain the law and then have action movie.
He couldn't have made it another color in the name of the movie, like Red Ridge.
I don't know. Who knows?
Come on.
So this is part like they call it Rebel Ridge, and Rebel Ridge is like an area in the town that they work at, or that this place takes place in. And they set it up as a meeting point, and then they go there, and then he doesn't show up. He goes somewhere else. It was a distraction, and they move on. And that's the only part Rebel Ridge has ever brought into the movie. So it's a bit of a strange. It's got to be more symbolic, and I just don't see the symbolism in it. But the rest of it is good. When the action happens, it's in your face. It's very raw and real, and it's cool to see that part of it. That's all I'll say. And it's got Don Johnson in it. If you haven't seen Don Johnson in a while,
sure.
Yeah. Cool. Last movie that I texted you and I said, "Hey,
I'm breaking the pattern.
I'm breaking protocol." You guys
breaking protocol. We have to watch something and talk about it. So we both have to watch it.
Yes.
Not coincidentally.
And we made it work.
And not separated by 3 months. So if one of us forgets what happened in the movie or how you felt about it.
Yep. That is, we watched 2024's latest video game movie. Borderlands. All right, let's talk about this movie. What
Yeah,
do you think?
I got some
First
notes
of
written
all,
down.
pardon?
I got some notes written down.
You got notes? Oh, you got notes. Ooh.
Not a ton, like 5 bullet points.
Okay. So this movie is directed by Eli Roth, which should be your first indication of how this is going to go. Go ahead.
I don't know why that would be an indication because I don't remember who.
He does not make
Isn't
very
he?
good movies.
Oh, okay. All
He's
right.
like Uwe Boll who thinks he's good, who gets big budgets.
So he was director of Hostel.
Yeah, which is his only good movie.
Oh, he acted in Inglourious Bastards.
Yes. He was the bear.
He also directed Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Everything else he's done. Hostel is his only good movie. It's actually scary. The only reason I won't stay in a hostel to this day.
All right. Yeah, I don't see anything that I recognize or know other than Hostel.
Yeah.
Grindhouse is in here though. Grindhouse?
He probably did a bit.
Director of the fake trailer segment Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then he made a movie called Thanksgiving right after.
Which a lot of things happened from Grindhouse that spun off into real things. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yep. Well, I wrote down. So first off, the casting of this movie seemed odd to me. I know Jamie Lee Curtis has been popping up in things lately that are odd. Like she showed up in Everything. What is it?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah. Yes, sounded wrong, but anyway,
that worked for her though.
And that movie, I enjoyed it. It was funny. It was fun. She fit in there in the good parts and the bad parts.
Yeah.
It just. One thing I wrote down about this one is Kevin Hart was just out of place. It didn't make sense to have him in this movie to me. It's like, yeah, let's have a short soldier and make fun of his shortness at the beginning and then never mention it again.
Yeah. He's also trying to be serious the whole time with like a smirk on it. Like everyone knows he's a comedian.
Yeah.
And so it's like you're waiting for the funny, but he's never funny. He's just angry all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe that's supposed to be funny, but it never was.
I think Cate Blanchett, I mean, it felt like they were trying to just make her old, and that's all they were trying to do. Like they're trying to make her seem aged in this movie.
So, you think they try to make her seem aged? I thought they were trying to make her. I thought they were trying to make her young, because she's way too old for the character who was supposed to be who Lilith is.
Based on the games, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, because I have played a Borderlands game at some point, but I don't remember it.
Okay.
I don't remember it much. I played like multiplayer co-op with Kevin and some other people, so I don't know story of it at all.
Yeah, I never finished it, but yes.
It does say she's born in 1969, so she's old. But they just.
I'm not saying I like Cate Blanchett. I'm not saying that because she's old she can't do it. I'm just saying it didn't work because her character is very young and flamboyant and over the top. Like her hair is like wavy, wispy, bright red, whatever. It didn't fit her as an actress. I'm not like she did.
Yeah, I guess they maybe
weren't
trying to make her old because there's nothing in the story that I can think of that they implied she was old.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of seemed like she was like, I'm too old for this shit. It's what it kept seeming like. That's why I kept thinking that.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
Maybe that's just supposed to be her being a no bullshit bounty hunter.
It could be. Yeah, I guess it's open to interpretation.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not by design though.
So I have some other notes. You want me to keep going through?
So
or what?
the one thing I want to say about Cate Blanchett is I think based on this movie, based on what happens at the end of it, I think Eli Roth remembers Cate Blanchett in Lord of the Rings and her part and thought, that's cool. Let's do that again.
I don't remember. Oh, she was the chicken all white.
The wood elf.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And she has a moment where she's tempted by the ring and goes psycho. Very similar to what happens at the end of this movie.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. So I wrote down lots of bad CG. And then I thought maybe sometimes they meant to make it seem like a game, like an aesthetic choice, but it just felt like rushed CG.
Yes. Nothing had weight to it. It felt very plastic toy like.
Especially when things are supposed to be big and intimidating or impressive, large
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah.
it just falls like I don't know, fucking marshmallows. Like
Yeah, just like
didn't
boink,
make
it
any
doesn't.
sense physics wise.
Yeah.
It didn't look right.
Yeah.
And
It
yeah,
it's one of those movies where a lot is happening. Like there's so much happening on screen. That's the one thing I'll give it. It visually it looks nice. They had the setting right. The planet looks good. The characters look good. Like costume design, all that stuff. All that stuff looks good. But then nothing happens. All this action happens for nothing to happen. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's like action for the sake of action for the sake of action, which I've said
Like at this
forever is
point in the
the
movie,
worst
we need to
definition.
have this set piece happen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And people sacrifice themselves for no reason. The sacrifice means nothing. They don't even sacrifice themselves because they live through the sacrifice and then they
yeah,
just show up in the next scene anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one example of that you're thinking of, right?
It was so egregious it
Yes,
just took over
agreed,
the rest of the
agreed.
movie.
Just making sure there wasn't another one that I missed too.
Yeah.
I thought Claptrap's voice, right?
Mhm.
It's Jack Black, but I
It
didn't
is Jack
realize
Black,
it was
yeah.
Jack Black, even though I'd heard somebody say it should be Jack Black
Oh,
or
okay.
someone
I heard
imply
Jack Black
something
right
about Jack
away.
Black.
Yeah.
I didn't. There's too much filtering on it. But then again, it did sound to me like I know of that voice being in the game.
He does his inflections, and that's I think what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So
I just felt like if they were gonna try and play it up as Jack Black, they could have tried more as Jack Black. But then again, maybe it's good that they didn't.
yeah. Claptrap was good. Didn't mind
Yeah.
Claptrap in the movie. I
But it did feel like he was a forced comic relief sometimes, but
yeah.
that does happen in movies a lot. Usually more kid focused ones, but
Yeah.
and this could easily have been planned to be for kids too. What was the rating of this thing?
I don't think
PG-13.
it
Yeah.
was PG-13. It's not
Yeah.
really for kids, but
But there's nothing about it that wouldn't be okay for kids to see.
I
Like,
mean,
especially my my 11-year-old. Like,
no, they'd probably be fine, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, I can't think of was there violence, like blood stuff? I don't even remember. Body
I think there's
parts? I can't
some
remember.
because like when they're fighting those guys in the caves, that part's pretty scary. I think there's blood in there. Those are the
I can't
psychos.
remember. Yeah, I
Cave
can't remember if there's
psychos.
any actual like dismemberment or blood splatter and stuff. But anyway, doesn't matter. I'm just trying to think of their
We're just so
angle.
desensitized to it. We don't see it
True.
anymore.
Yes. Especially after watching what was it I watched? 47 Ronin, I think, had tons of that stuff in it. Anyway, I wrote predictable surprises.
Yep. We all knew what was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't want to spoil anything, but just I literally called the part about the robot.
The worst, I think it also does the thing where they have a MacGuffin for the sake of having a MacGuffin,
Yeah.
right? We have to get to this thing. That's our goal. Okay, we get
Yeah.
to the thing. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I don't remember what you're talking about now.
Okay, so I mean, in in Borderlands, they're trying to open the vault, right? Everyone's
Yeah.
trying to open the vault. The vault
Okay,
is the
yes,
MacGuffin.
yes.
They
You
get to
mean
the vault.
the whole thing? Yeah, yeah.
They get to the vault. What does the vault do? Nothing. They go in the vault. What's in there? The thing. They come out. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
The only thing that's
absolutely
changed is her.
Yeah.
She is now powerful. That's what's changed.
Sure, but was that needed? Did we need to see that?
No,
I don't
you I think they're supposed to be implying that she's now the protector of the planet and the planet won't be so shitty anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
But they don't exactly say how that's going to happen.
No, they don't. They just kind of leave it.
Not
all
only
open
that, it's never explained who's the father. Am I
Of
wrong?
the little girl.
Who's the father of the chosen one?
Okay,
How is she a chosen one?
I think she was. I think they said she was like cloned or grown in the lab, or I think that there was like an offhand comment or something like that.
The little girl, yeah.
Yeah.
But what about what's her name?
Oh, that part. Kate Blanchett.
Yeah. They
That I
never
don't remember.
explain. They
Yeah, I don't
don't
remember.
explain that. That's a
True.
big oversight, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to spoil anything, but
I know we're trying to keep it. I'm not saying you should watch this movie. By the way, this movie is on Plex. It's also on YouTube, and it's not being pulled down because it's so shitty.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I remember after we watched it, I looked on YouTube and it was just on the homepage, and it had been up for like 4 days. It's still up. I haven't checked today, but it's probably
You should have
still
posted it.
up. Yeah, that wouldn't get pulled down. I get away with it.
Oh my God.
Anyways, this movie has a 10% critic score and a 53% audience score.
But I don't hate it 10%.
No, that's critic. I'm saying, but we're
critics
audience is
tough.
53.
I don't even think it's that bad. Unless I go with like glaring story
It's
problems,
not even, but in terms of like bad video game movies, they're usually bad, but they're fun because they're bad.
Yeah.
This wasn't even really fun. It wasn't bad fun. It was just so blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was nothing. It was just air. It was nothing. I don't know.
Sometimes the CG is what made it feel that way.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I laughed at Claptrap. He was probably the best part. Jamie Lee Curtis was fine.
Yeah.
She did the best she could as an older character.
You can tell she was trying to be a nerdy, no emotions, don't understand jokes kind of person.
Yeah.
And she did fine.
Yeah. But the rest of it just didn't quite hit.
Yeah.
So that's our review of that one. It's available. Watch it if you want. Going off of this, I had a little activity we can do. We're at 2.5 hours.
Oh God.
All right. Have you heard of blind rankings?
Yeah, I have one written down for you that I've been meaning to do for 3 months.
Well, we're going to do mine today. We're going to do it together because with using the power of ChatGPT, we're going to randomize video game movies, and we're going to blind rank 10 of them from 1 to 10.
I don't like them because I don't like being able to choose. I don't like not being able to choose. Anyway.
I'm just prepping my paper here.
Sure you are. Blind ranking is the term. I keep hearing it called blind draft.
Blind raft?
Blind draft.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So if anyone doesn't know what a blind ranking is, we're going to get 10 movie options, but we're going to get them one at a time, and we're not going to know what the next one is. So we're going to have to place them in order between 1 and 10, not knowing what the next movie is and where it's going to go. So we might put something at 5, but then, or we put something at 2 and then realize, oh, that movie's better. Or if you put something at 1, it's way too late by that point. You can't put something in 1. You can't change it once it's put in. And then another movie might get brought up and then it will get put up. We'll have to rank it as well. All right. So some of these we've seen, probably. If we haven't seen them, then I'll ask for another one. But I've got the first one up here. I've asked ChatGPT for a real video game movie. And it says, sure. One real video game movie title is Assassin's Creed. Have you seen the Assassin's Creed movie?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. If one of us has seen it, do we do it? Do we rank it? Or we want both of us? I think we both should do it. We both should have input on it. So
that makes this harder.
I'll just ask for another one. Another one. Assassin's Creed has Michael Fassbender in it. Not bad. I remember it being okay. Not great, but okay.
Yeah, I've wanted to watch it. I just haven't. It hasn't been a priority.
I've typed in another one, and it says another real video game movie title is Tomb Raider.
Okay. Angelina Jolie, Tomb Raider.
There's 2 Tomb Raiders. Have you seen? Actually, there's 3 Tomb Raiders. There's the first one with Angelina. There's 2 with Angelina Jolie, and then they did a reboot one with.
Yeah, I don't remember. 2018. 2018. Why do I know? I don't remember. I don't remember which ones I've seen.
Well, you've probably seen the Lara Croft one, the Angelina Jolie one.
I thought so. Yeah.
Okay, well,
But
we
did I
can
see
we'll
the first one or did I see the second one? That
I'm
is
sure you've
not
seen the first one. Alright, anyways, we gotta start ranking these. We gotta start here
just all movies we haven't seen. Yay!
soon. Alright, Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie. The first one, we're gonna say.
Jesus.
Where do we wanna put
Okay.
this? Between 1 and 10. Where are you feeling?
Oh, it's a 10 list. I thought this was gonna be a 5.
No, we're gonna do a
Jesus, you're
10.
painful.
We'll see. We
Painful.
might give up after 5, and then we'll just
It's gonna be
Which
forever. That's gonna be like a solid 5.
you would put Tomb Raider at 5?
I think so.
I think it's worse than a 5.
Do you?
I think so.
Yeah, but she is hot. That
I
brings it up a
mean,
notch.
okay. Alright. I'll let you pick that one then. Tomb Raider.
All right.
Alright.
I'm watching the trailer right now because I'm trying to remember if I saw it or if I saw the next one or both. I don't remember. Anyway, yep.
Here we
Next.
go. Another one. Another one is Resident Evil.
The first one? Because there's a
First
lot of
one.
them, right?
Yeah, this is just saying the Resident Evil, so we'll take it as the first one.
I thought it was
This
pretty
one's
good.
pretty
I don't
good.
remember anymore. I think so. Is this the laser one?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
one in the house. The guy gets diced.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Oh, it's got what's her name too?
Mila Jovovich.
No, the other chick too, Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah. It's helping me remember which one. Isn't there a train at the end or something?
I don't remember. There's a bunch of them that
so.
might have a train in it.
I don't
All right,
know.
what are you thinking?
Are you ranking this too, or we're ranking it together?
I'm inputting on this. So this is a together list.
I'm guessing 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2 or 3 as well. I think
we may have to go with just 2 because video game movies in general aren't always that good. I can't think of one that's better.
All right, number 2.
All right.
I'm happy with that.
This is 2002's Resident Evil. And
a good one. Rambox will be happy.
Lara Croft was 2001. We're like way back here.
All right. Warcraft.
Never saw it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was okay.
Probably never will.
Pretty good. Another one.
I heard it did great in China.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, shit. That's a pretty good one.
That's a pretty good one.
Does that give you a number 1?
I don't think it's a number 1.
You think but it can't be 3?
You like Resident Evil more than Sonic the Hedgehog?
No, I like Sonic the Hedgehog more, but I thought after you do them, you can't move them.
We can't change them. I know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You've put Resident Evil at 2.
Yeah.
You should have put it at 3. But you really think Sonic the Hedgehog is 1? There's not one you like more than this one.
Well, I forgot about Sonic the Hedgehog, so I'm going to forget about another one.
I know. So do you 3? I think
he's going to put it at 3.
I think, yeah. I'm scared to put it at 1.
Mila Jovovich is hot too. We'll just call it that.
Well, we put her at 2 for that.
I know. That's fine. Maybe there's somebody else.
I'm locking him in. I'm locking him in at 3. All right, another one here. Ooh, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, the first one?
The first one.
I did love that movie when I was a kid. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Better or worse than Tomb Raider at number 5?
It's notoriously, like, people don't like it.
But I like it because it is bad.
Oh. I remember it being amazing. I don't remember it being bad.
It's super cheesy. It's very cheesy.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. You're going to say it's better than Tomb Raider for sure, right?
I think it's better than Tomb Raider, but I don't know what's coming up that's going to be much worse. The problem is I like a lot of video game movies, even though they are bad.
Yeah, yeah. So it's either 4 or 6 because we're not putting it at 1.
Exactly, 4 or 6. I think I'd rather play safe and put it at a 6.
I was kind of thinking the same.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, Mortal Kombat.
Sorry, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, just for the song.
It's so good.
But anyway,
I had that song as my ringtone for a while. Another one, Detective Pikachu. I have not seen it.
Okay. It's pretty
Quick
good, actually.
quick ranking. You think it's good?
It's solid. It's not like anything earth-shattering, but my son loves it.
Yeah.
But he's never played the game either. I don't think it's that close to the game.
Silent Hill is the next one. Have not seen it.
No, never seen it.
Okay. Get that one. Ooh, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time
I never saw it.
with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Nope, never saw it.
No? Oh,
I know of
saved
it.
ourselves.
Yep.
Saved ourselves. That was going to be down 8 or 9. Ooh, Doom.
Doom. I enjoyed that movie.
Oh, I think that's a number 4. Ooh,
I
this
remember
hurts.
enjoying it.
Yep.
It was
It's dumb, but I like it.
right. Oh my
Do you
god.
like it more or less than Mortal Kombat at number 6? See, I think we screwed up with Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider fucked us.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we expected more bad ones.
I think Tomb Raider's pretty bad. All right.
I don't know. It's 4 or 7, you mean, right?
4 or 7 we could put Doom at, or 8, 9, 10.
Or
That's
1.
not that low. Or 1.
No, it wasn't that good, but it was decent. I think I'm okay with the 7, but
You're okay with a 7? All right,
I
I'm
almost
okay with
think
a
it
7.
deserves a 4, but we don't know what's coming still.
All right. Another one. Final Fantasy: Spirits Within. I've not seen that one.
I don't think I
I
saw
haven't
it.
seen any Final Fantasy movies. Oh, Street Fighter.
That one was not good, right?
Not good, but I do like it.
I did like it, yeah. Back then I liked it. I don't know about now.
Yeah, probably not great now. So 8, 9, or 10. I don't think it's the worst one.
No. It's gonna be an 8.
I think it's going to be an 8.
It's gonna be an 8. I think it should be higher, but it shouldn't. Yeah.
Listen, you put Tomb Raider in 5.
I'm not the only person here.
The Angry Birds movie.
Oh God.
I haven't seen it. We're saved.
Okay, we don't need to do that. It was not a bad movie, but it was. Yeah, my kids liked it a lot.
I think we saved ourselves with this rule. We both have to have seen it. Wait, didn't we do this one already?
Go ChatGPT.
It did. Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It says Assassin's Creed the movie. I'm like, yeah, we did this one already. The Witcher. That's a TV show, not a movie. Not going to count that one.
Yeah. Wait.
Ooh, Ratchet and Clank. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's okay.
I haven't seen it.
Animated.
I'm surprised there wasn't a Witcher movie at some point, but
yeah, there probably will be. Monster Hunter. I haven't seen it.
For the record, the Witcher TV show is good.
I've heard good things.
Really good. Sorry, Monster Hunter never saw.
Also, Mila Jovovich.
Ooh, good things, but
I think we hit our number 10. Need for Speed. Sorry, Pinkman.
What? I don't remember this movie.
Oof. Oof.
No, I never saw it.
Oh man, I thought we locked in on number 10.
I never saw it.
It's not great.
Damn
it. You need to watch some more video games.
Now I need to watch it.
Oh, please tell me you've seen this one because I really want to rank it. Hitman.
Yeah.
With Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah. But it was actually
I think that's a number 4, man. It might even be number 1. I love that
movie.
movie.
God.
I love that movie.
How is the trailer choppy and like pixelated? That's hilarious.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm fine with number 4. I don't think I'm fine with number 1.
You're not good with number 1? All right.
No,
all right.
I don't think so. Yeah, the trailer on IMDb is all glitchy and broken.
Why are you watching IMDb? Watch it on YouTube like a normal person.
Because IMDb tells me all the actors and everything and what year it came out and all the other crap.
Okay. All right. Hitman at number 4. I'm happy with that. It's better than Tomb Raider. I think I like it more than Sonic.
Shut up about Tomb Raider.
Listen. Another one. Lara Croft Tomb Raider. I think that was the first one actually, but whatever. Super Mario Bros.
Which one? We're talking about the new
Hold on.
one?
I'm gonna see if it. I'm gonna
No, the
ask.
new one's called the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Okay, so this is Super Mario Bros. This is the first one.
Which again, I like it, but it's not good.
I wrote down. I literally asked GPT which one, and he wrote, "I meant Super Mario Bros. From 1993."
Okay,
So that's the
so
one
I
I
guess
meant.
that's a 9 or a 10. Which one? They were drunk
I
the
don't
whole
even
time they were
think it's
making
that
that movie.
low.
They
I
did
think it's
not
way
enjoy it.
higher. I'd put this at number 5 to be honest. Tomb
5's
Raider's
already
already there.
gone.
Tomb Raider's already there. Freaking Tomb Raider. All right, if it's not a number 1, it's got to be number 9. I don't think it's the worst movie.
It can't be number 1. That's for damn sure.
Mario Bros. I'm gonna put 1993 on that just so we make sure.
Yep, I've got the years on all of them. You don't even be writing this down. I've already got it covered.
Are you writing it down? Okay.
Yeah, you suck.
Warcraft again. Come on. Another one. Ooh, Blood Rain. I haven't seen it.
I think I have, and I thought I liked
but that's an Uwe Boll. That would have been number 10 though.
I'm pretty sure I liked it and watched it, but it's been a long time, so that would have been like, I don't know what year.
No, another Silent Hill Revelation. Seen that one? No.
I probably did, but I don't remember. There was at least sorry, Silent Hill. Sorry, I was thinking Resident Evil, something or other.
Okay. Okay. The second Street Fighter movie, The Legend of Chun-Li.
I don't think I saw it.
Oh, you haven't seen this one? Oh, I went to the theater to see that one.
Okay, Joe.
When it first came out, I saw my ticket stubs.
All right. This one won't play the trailer at all. It just gives an error.
Oh, guess which one I just got? Far Cry. Haven't seen it though.
That could be a 10.
It could be a 10. I wouldn't fight you on that one. Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City.
I don't think I saw it, but
that's second. Sure. That's the second Resident Evil movie.
I don't remember. How would I know it? What's special about it? Obviously, lasers in the first one.
Oh no! That's the newest one, 2021.
2021. Yeah, no.
Okay. Never mind. I haven't seen that one.
Nope.
Oh, Max Payne, Marky Mark. I have seen it.
Have I seen it? I don't remember. I don't think I have.
See, we're getting dangerous. If you've seen this, it's either 1 or 10.
It's Shrine of 1, but I don't remember if I've seen it. I don't think I have. I don't think so.
All right, saved us. Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Oh.
This we both have seen.
Yeah.
We have to put it at number 1. It's not at number 10.
No, it's not at number 10.
I do like it more than the first one.
You do?
I do.
See, I think I like the first one more. But I'd have to rewatch them both to know for sure.
The second one was just way more fun. It had way more of like the video game music in it. It had way more craziness. The big robots. Jim Carrey was crazy.
Done. Do love Jim Carrey.
All right, I'm locking them in. Sonic 2.
Next one's gonna be a number 10, no matter what it is.
As long as we've both seen it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Monster Hunter? No. Come on, ChatGPT. We fucked up. The last one. The Super Mario Bros. Movie 2023. Oh, dear me. We've messed this up. Super Mario Bros. 2023. So,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. This is blind rankings. I'm going to go through the list for everybody. Number 1, Sonic 2. Number 2, Resident Evil. Number 3, Sonic the Hedgehog. 4, Hitman with Tim the Elephant. Have you seen the second Hitman movie, Agent 47?
I don't remember.
It's garbage. 5, Tomb Raider. Thanks, Derek. 6, Mortal Kombat, the original. 7, Doom. 8, Street Fighter. 9, Mario Bros. From 1993. And number 10, Super Mario Bros. From 2023. Welcome to Blind Rankings. They suck. We suck. This sucks.
Speaking of which, blind rankings, pizza toppings.
Do we have time for another one? It's almost 3 hours. Save that for next episode. We're gonna run out of time.
Right. That's right. I generated it wrong anyway. I made it give a list, and then I see the list so that it ruins the blind part. Only you could do it, which would be fine by me.
So I can't blame you for something.
You can't blame me at all for putting the first movie at number 5. That is just pure logic.
I will blame you. That's my job.
I blame ChatGPT for duplicating movies.
Yeah.
Can't have Mario movie and Mario movie. And
I did ask which one. And it clarified.
I know, but still can't do 2. All right. At some point, I gotta generate some blind drafts here. Get the right wording for ChatGPT to give us some, because I have a few written down.
Yeah.
But it would just be top 5, not top 10.
So get your wife to just write some out, and then you can see it one at a time.
Yeah, or I could just ask ChatGPT again to give me a random thing.
Yeah, but it might give you stuff like anchovies or.
Fine.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, put stuff on a topping or pizza that I've actually eaten. Never had anchovies on pizza. Don't play.
True.
So
you just freeze. I lost Josh. Josh is down. My internet working? Yes. Is Josh's internet
all right,
working?
everybody.
No.
That's an episode.
You're freezing.
No,
you're freezing.
I'm recording.
I see recording too, but you're freezing. Can you play a YouTube video right now, or is it dying?
No, nothing's. We're good.
I hear your voice, but your face is all messed up.
Oh well, that's pretty normal then.
Oh, now you're fine. Back to normal.
Back to normal. I heard you the whole time, so.
Yeah, I didn't hear you for a while there.
Sounds like problem.
Did you ever fix your bathtub? I had that written down too.
It's fixed now. I still have a hole in my wall though. I gotta fix that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, all good. No leaks.
I don't think I have anything else, but I'm double checking. No. You didn't watch any Cage movies.
I pulled a Derek and I watched 0 Cage movies.
You're behind. I watched 0 so you can catch up.
Listen, I've been holding out to find the Weatherman on VHS, and it just didn't work out. I've been to the thrift store almost every day. I haven't found it yet.
Wow.
Coming.
Suck.
I did break and put it on Plex yesterday. I was gonna watch it, but ran out of time. You know how it is.
How's that working out for you?
Not great. Well, we got time. Alrighty. We're at almost 3 hours. Sorry, everybody. Hopefully this was entertaining.
I'm sorry.
I felt it was good. I felt we had good conversation. Always good to catch up. Things were awkward at the apple picking field. We weren't talking much because we couldn't spoil too much.
Yeah, there is that. That wasn't too bad. What was the thing you did tell me? There was something you told me. I can't remember what it was.
Probably something we can't talk about here.
There was something that we can't talk about here. But there was something else I thought you told me. I don't remember. All right.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next month for Spooky Fest.
Yay.
Bye.